In five, four, three, two, one, zero. We live.
We
We
live.
back. The people's favorite podcast.
Yes.
Nah, you got it. We
You
got
got
Lakeita
it.
Valon in the house. We got a Blu
What's
J.
up, y'all?
What's
And we got
up?
Mr. Fluid himself. Walk.
Uh,
Okay.
that has no
What?
context.
It has zero context because nobody's heard the other episodes yet. That's not gonna land for like 8 months. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Not
It's
Mr.
not-
Fluid himself.
It's not
No
gonna land
one's
for like
gonna
8 months.
understand.
Oh, that's how we start the day off. Oh,
America, the fluidity part was a joke, but be open-minded is all I mean. Jesus Christ.
the people have not been polled. We have no idea.
They don't know what the fuck is going on here. All they know is Lakeita looks like she's working for Uber Eats. Blue looks like she busting down a mean ass EP. Koala's just scrunchy face, and apparently now I moved coke for Escobar, so I'm in a U-Haul. Fuck it, we're all doing something now.
We got to get our lives together because I don't know what we doing then.
No cap though. There is a cop like looking at me directly as I'm recording this podcast. So
Yo, try to
I-
make some shit happen. We need the content.
what? What about my life? What about the content of my existence?
This you're good. It's all on camera, so you know.
No, what?
I got
And we're recording. Oh, it's perfect.
He said, "What about the content of my life?" I was like, "Relevance."
We are
Trying to find the relevance.
Just roll down your window and just be like, "Officer, is there a problem?" Just like, you know what I'm saying, you initiate the you initiate the
You're all. He's
Jesus
all.
Christ. That's funny. I reach behind my chair. Hold on, let me reach behind my chair real quick. Like,
make sure you do it fast.
yeah, like swift movements. Police like swift
I don't
movements.
like this. Can we stop? What's going on?
Police like swift movement. Niggas like swift.
For the audience, this is things you do not do around police.
Yo,
Don't
somebody,
try this anywhere.
somebody gonna get aired out, and then they're gonna have a civil suit, and they're gonna bring us up in the podcast, and they're gonna be like, yeah, I was listening to this podcast, and they said that that police like swift movements. I don't know why he shot me.
Then that's that 1 week where we just so happen to log out. Like, yeah, we don't.
We don't have an episode that week. We on vacation.
We've been in Cabo this whole time. I
I don't know
don't know what he's referring
what he's
to.
referring to. What he's referring to. No idea.
Happy New Year, everybody. Happy
Oh,
White Man's New
yeah.
Year.
Happy New Year.
Oh,
Wait,
Jesus.
what? Wait, I just got it.
Jesus.
What?
I said Happy White Man's New Year. Y'all know that January 1st was the New Year created by the white man.
Sure.
You know when actual New Year's is, right?
Sure.
When is it?
It's supposed to be like the beginning of spring. Like spring marks the New Year's. As going back as far as like human have celebrated seasons and New Year's.
So you mean to tell me the white man just remixed the calendar and said, nah?
Julius Caesar, actually, to be exact.
Oh, white man.
Yeah. Yeah, Julius Caesar made the first New
Happy-
Year's on January
Happy
1st.
secondary
That
white
was when they
man.
redid the calendar.
I'm just saying that when you're able to say that you're a Roman, that's a pretty specific type of white man.
Yeah. There actually used to be 10 months in a year, and then because of him, we have 12 now.
Yo, I would bust down 10 months
He was
in a
like,
year.
I
so-
need
hustle
more.
never
I
stops.
need more. He's all ungrateful. He's like, you know what? Something doesn't sit well with
He
me.
wanted a month named after him and his son. So July is named after Julius Caesar, and August is named after Augustus Caesar.
July.
August, baby. Well, we in that thing.
That's crazy.
Interesting. Fun fact. All right, Koala. All right. Well, I guess I'll say my Happy New Year till, till March.
But yeah, how was everybody's New Year? What'd y'all do?
March 6th, we can start celebrating and popping fireworks and shit. Yeah, let's do it.
Is that your birthday or something?
And yeah.
Damn, you see how
Hold
she
on,
shrank
hold on.
away from me? Yeah.
Yo, me and Lakeita was DJing a New Year's party, and it happened to be this chick's birthday, and I feel like nobody gave a fuck about it being her birthday, like really, until she started like throwing a fit like that it was her birthday.
Yo, I gotta be honest.
Yeah, she was.
Certain people, if your birthday lands on January 1st, if your birthday lands on Christmas, if your birthday lands on Thanksgiving, and because we're in America, certain people July 4th as well. Yo, we're not paying any attention to the fact that you exist. There are bigger and more important things happening.
But also, but the way she was like pouting and acting and stuff, I feel like even I think that would have been like an exception if she was like, I don't know her like that, but I feel like the vibe she was giving off that night would also make me be like, you know what? I ain't worried about your dumbass birthday.
Yeah,
Like, you
she
know
was
what I'm
trying to make
saying?
it like her party type of thing, and it was a New Year's
Yeah.
party.
Yeah. So it's like if that's how she is normally, then obviously everybody there wasn't really there for her anyway. So it's like now she's just pissed about it. I knew you all didn't really come to celebrate me, but God, Lee, can you act like it? You know, that's kind of how I felt.
Strange enough, on top of like strange birthdays, I dated a girl whose birthday was on was it March 28th, March 29th, whatever that leap year day is. Dead ass, that was her real
February.
birthday.
February.
February
February.
29th. February
February
29th.
29th. Yeah,
Oh,
I
no.
didn't. I was like, yeah, no, but I was like, yeah, it was dead ass weird. It was dead ass weird. She didn't even have a birthday while we dated. That's crazy.
So she would just like celebrate like the day before, like or do like what would she do?
Yeah, she would celebrate the day before would be how she normally did, but every 4 years when it was her actual day, it was a motherfucking. Apparently, she used to go up on
Homegirls
the
only
29th.
like homegirls only like 7 years old, and you're dating her.
Yo, that's just not a good look. Like on paper, it's like you're like 32, and she's like 8, and you're like,
You're
okay,
like, hear
okay,
me
how? How
I
did
tell
we
your
get
homeboys,
here?
y'all, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. Look, hey, but she mature though.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Look, what you do for New Year's?
What did I do?
Yes.
I slept.
I wasn't gonna. I was trying so hard not to do it. I was like,
asshole, Koala.
I
I
mean, yeah.
slept, and then my son popped fireworks for the first time. So
Hey.
Oh,
How did
was
he
he
respond
scared?
to them?
no, he wasn't. He was like, "Oh my God, mommy, they shooting fire pops," and I was like, "Okay, baby, fire pops."
Yo, I'm gonna be
Oh,
honest.
fire
He gonna be
pop.
a shooter. Yeah, the shooters like it. The shooters like that. Yeah, you ain't never have like Roman candle fights like as a kid.
Yeah,
You and your cousin would
you
stand
be
on
Yeah.
don't
different
be
ends of
aiming
the
at
street
me. Don't be
and try to
aiming
cook
that at
each other.
me.
Yeah, the shooters gonna shoot.
Yeah.
Nigga,
Yeah.
I used to hate that. Like my cousins play too much, dog. They play too much. Niggas be aiming that at you, but hey man, I'll just play.
I was just playing,
I
dog.
don't
Be
like
cool,
that.
dog. Be cool.
We cool, man. Look, hey, look, dog. You can eat some food off my plate next time. My bad. Like, I can't.
That's really cool that your son enjoyed his first, his first little New Year's, little fire pops.
Yeah.
Fire pops. And you're not even gonna let him know what they call fireworks ever, are you? Just gonna let this little kid grow up talking about fire pops.
Look, no. That's the way he
You gonna be
expressed
at
his
school, they gonna be like,
excitement in that moment, and I
No,
let
I
him
feel you.
live.
No,
Yo,
Don't
absolutely.
come for the little
Absolutely.
one.
he gonna go to
Absolutely. No, I
school.
understand.
He gonna go to school.
But yeah, don't let him go to school.
Look,
He gonna get into a fight, and they gonna be like, they call fireworks. He gonna start beating. They call fire pops, little nigga. Like,
no.
you just charging niggas up in the lunch
He
line.
would win that fight.
yeah,
However,
he
no.
would win the fight. He's also gonna be suspended
Right back down.
because they're called
And then
fireworks.
he's gonna go home. Then he's gonna go home and be like, they told me. And then Blue's gonna bust it to him. She's gonna be like, oh, I forgot to tell you this
No,
orientation.
I am
Oh,
not gonna do that
bring
to
that out.
my
And,
child.
oh damn.
No,
Ah,
That's funny.
damn.
That's
y'all are ridiculous.
He's gonna be like, they're gonna be like, Mama, you lied to me.
I ain't never lied.
I ain't never lied. I just ain't correct your foolishness.
Shut up. Oh my God.
I'm trying to think if there's anything that I was a kid
He
that I
was
used
like,
to say and that never got corrected. Is there anything that your parents never corrected and then like you found out later at school? It was like they were like, nah, nigga, what the fuck you talking about?
I was growing up, and it wasn't near my mom and dad, but it was near my like cousins, like my extended family. They used to call tank tops wife beaters, and so I started calling them wife beaters,
Yeah,
not
we
knowing
definitely
they're
do that.
called tank tops. So now I went to
Mm.
school, and I was like, oh, and they're like, what? I was like, got stuff on my wife beater, and the teacher told me. That's how it is.
Because wife wearing a tank top to school.
Well, it's like underneath you take your like. Sometimes we would take our shirts off because we was gonna be sweaty and XYZ.
Yeah.
Put them on, but I like got stuff on my, on my tank top.
But that's what we
Some of
called
my
it
wife-
too. We
Yeah.
called it a wife beater. That's what I said on like a couple of podcasts ago, and you were like, you're meaning like the tank top, and I was all,
Yes, because wife beater pacifies the concept of domestic abuse. Wife beaters, men used to just wear that shirt while beating their wives.
That shit is just outdated. Nobody says wife beaters. That's pretty
Unless you
outdated.
like old head.
Man, look, dog.
When they found out wives were actually getting beat, they I feel like they stopped that.
But that's what I feel like that's what they call it that for. And you watch Cheaters, and then you watch Cheaters, you see a nigga come out, he be and you wife beater on.
Right.
With my
Every time
wife.
you see a nigga on Mars, take a shirt off, wife beater.
You walk into the
Wife
house
beater.
and your wife worried about it, and she just see you there and she already knows what's gonna happen. God damn it, he put hands on me today.
I ain't even
Oh,
buy these. I don't even gonna buy these for you.
So,
Like,
so with that name existing, that means that there was actually like a point in time where people that wore tank tops were like more likely to beat your wife, I guess. Like
or we're like that was
Just
maybe that was the attire.
that was like the uniform.
Hey Dave, I'm having problems with my wife. If you put this on, I guarantee it'll
Wife
give you the
beaters
juice.
anonymous.
then you got your uniform on today. Let me
Wife
go and
beaters
get up out of here.
These niggas.
Your best friend be at your house. She be, hey girl. Oh, you know what? Like y'all busy. I'm gonna go. That's what's around the corner. He's like, what's up, y'all? You know what? Call me.
Yeah, no.
Just go walk out.
Domestic abuse.
Well, we still call it that. Well, y'all know I'm stuck somewhere in some decade, so I still say wife beater. But I know it's a tank
That's
top.
a segment. What decade is Lakeita secretly stuck in? Because what decade?
Oh.
Like, is she like in the 40s? Like, is she like pre-civil
Nah, she
rights?
like she like mid '90s. She's stuck in the mid '90s.
No, not mid 90s. No.
I definitely, it's a mixture. It's a mixture. I feel like of the 90s.
It was during one of the world
And
wars.
there's some like old decade that I wasn't even born in. It's like two of them mixed together. It gotta be.
It's one of the world wars for me.
Which is the one with the afros and them? That's the 70s.
70s.
Yeah, it's a mixture of the 70s and the 90s because of like how they be talking. And then I love the 90s. And I'm stuck somewhere in the early 2000s too, somewhere in there.
I feel like you would be upset and say like, "Get away from me, you jive turkey." Like,
That's what I feel. I would say that if you know what I'm saying, like I like how they talk.
Yeah.
When I watch Good Times, they be all sliding some skin. I be some skin. Like I like that. I was dressed up like a pimp last night.
I don't know what year I'm in.
3005.
Hey, that's right. Nigga, I'm at
least.
least 10 years ahead of everything going on. Y'all better recognize. At least 10.
Oh, we was talking about the lingo.
Because my shit, y'all be saying is 10 years in the future.
All right, when we wake up 10 years later, we're gonna be like, ding, ding. Then we gonna call you. We're gonna give you your props. I thought we were just talking about the lingo. That's where I'm
Tell
stuck
him
at. Not
we're gonna recognize value in years, but not today.
Y'all might recognize my value.
I heard.
Yeah, that's not what I.
Oh my God.
Y'all talking about
Oh
us
my God.
twisting stuff up. That
We
is
don't value
not
you
what I
today,
meant.
but when your 10 years comes in, you let us know.
Not what I meant.
Oh my God, that's funny.
But I thought we were just talking about like, you know, what decade I was stuck in, like that's how I talk, but I didn't know we was talking about your mind. I can't be stuck back there. I don't want no more floppy disks. I don't want no more.
What, floppy dick?
Floppy dick.
Disc. Floppy disk.
Oh,
The internet was bad. I really heard dick on this side, and I was like, what? Why is the dick?
And we're
floppy?
ruined yet again. Thank y'all for joining
Speaking
us.
of floppy dicks, last night, man, I was ridiculous.
oh!
Speaking of floppy dick,
Last night.
just
Last night at a certain
Okay,
location.
here, let me have a man moment with Koala. Let me
Particular
have a
area.
man moment with
but,
Koala. 100%. Just keep it real. Me and you. I'm bat for bat. Have you ever underperformed?
Yes.
Same. All right. We're not alone.
But it was kind of like out of spite.
Yo, I ain't fucking with you, and neither is my man's.
It was really out of spite.
And neither is my man's. We was all cool. We was all cool.
But I've never put my best foot forward and not performed.
Right.
But I definitely have like not wanted to, and so I didn't.
For me, it's like a mentality thing, and so there have been situations where I didn't like. I'm a very emotional person when it comes to sex. So like I got to be right in my heart before I can engage. And if I try to just breeze over that, then in my mind I'm not really clicked in, and my body don't get in behind it.
I've gotten that way as I've gotten older. That's crazy. When I was younger, like it didn't matter. But as I've gotten older, I've found in my spirit is very much connected to my libido.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely a mental person. So if you don't stimulate my mind at all, like I'm just like, I don't know.
He gonna stare at the nigga like that while he getting the business.
Yeah, because it's like I'm very much like once you get me in my mind, yeah, like that's it. That's what drives me. But if you just out here and won't have a good conversation, won't have nothing, you want me to fuck you? Like I can't. I'm not gonna fake that.
Sir, I don't even know you.
You haven't stimulated my mind enough.
I am an emotional creature.
Let alone trying to stimulate my vagina. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
Because they go hand in hand for me.
1000%. I mean, every now and again, there's just the sporadic situation. Shorty look good, I look good, a little wink, a little nudge, and all of a sudden my man's just like, oh, it's a party. You know what I mean?
No, floppy dick.
But for the most part, if I'm actually gonna do something, yeah, we got to be vibrating on the same frequency.
Yeah, but I've definitely always been like that because I'm like,
That's crazy. Oh, I just wanted to ask. Blue, have you ever underperformed as a woman?
No, because if I'm having sex, then like I'm gonna do my part and I'm gonna enjoy myself.
Damn, she said it ain't even about the nigga.
Right.
That's great. It ain't even about you. You just here. But for me.
Yo, Blue done had a kid. She ain't
that's
skipped no steps. Man, she saw
That's
that.
a long
She saw
time.
that encounter all the way through.
And I feel like that's her reason behind everything. It's like, Blue, have you ever eaten cereal? I have a child. Okay. All right. Blue, you like fried chicken? I have a child.
I've had a child.
Okay.
I have a black child.
Why is that answer completely acceptable?
The chicken made it black now. She goes.
And why is that answer universally like I'm not gonna challenge it? I'm not gonna challenge like you didn't answer the question. I've had a child.
And none of us question it. It's like, hey, is your microphone turned up? Hey, I have a child. Calm down.
That's awesome.
Simmer
so
down.
Blue, not to get too into your life, but your son. Oh, there he is. Look at him.
What?
Can he hear me? Because I want to be very careful about what I say next.
Yes, he can hear you.
Okay. Did you plan to go to the grocery store, or did you just find yourself there all of a sudden?
Boy, get your finger out your nose.
He didn't blur it out like it was a censored scene. It was censoring him. Skype snapped on that one.
What you digging for? What you got in there?
Oh my God. That's hilarious.
What do you mean the grocery store? What are you talking about?
Oh, now all the other adults in the room.
Come on now.
I'm trying to be respectful to your child.
He said, did you plan
to go to the grocery store?
Or did the grocery store find you?
I'm confused too. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my goodness. Did you call the store, or did that man show up on your front step?
Your child is in the room. I'm trying to keep it PG.
I was in a relationship. I think
that doesn't answer the question.
Was it planned? I think is what he's going for, right?
Yeah, it wasn't planned. Did you plan to have a child?
Oh hell nah! I was on my shit.
I don't understand why that was so hard. Why couldn't you just
I
say
was
that?
trying to. I don't want her to tell.
The child.
Yeah, the
I
child's
mean,
right there. I
I
didn't
mean,
expect to have
look,
you.
one
You
thing
know
I'm
how
not
long
gonna ever
I
do
knew that I
is
wasn't
lie
playing
to
since
my
I was
child.
little.
I will never lie to my child. Okay, so
Respect.
if he want to know when he get older that he was an unplanned
That's it.
existence in this
The
world,
nigga,
then I am
it's
gonna let
right.
him know. Like
You want to
It's
know when he
fine.
get older?
I
Oh,
never like
It's
yeah,
fine.
but like he's gonna hear it right now, but he's not gonna like actually comprehend what I'm saying.
Okay. Listen,
Wait,
I'm
y'all
just
niggas was planned?
That's what
I
I'm saying.
was
Like
not.
niggas,
No,
I
I'm
don't
the
know.
firstborn. I'm the
on the
firstborn.
calendar.
I was not planned at all.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say like
Yeah, no, I didn't plan
Now
to
that
have
being
my child on my like. I found out I was pregnant on my 21st birthday, nigga. You think I planned that shit?
Oh, what a trash 21st birthday. You supposed to go
Yeah.
drink for the first time and now
I
you
went
got
to go drink and ended up at the pregnancy clinic. Like that shit.
She said ended up.
That's a long 21st. That's a
Yeah.
long day.
My 21st birthday, my present was the fucking ultrasound picture of my 7-week-old child in my womb.
Wow.
It's gonna be
Huh?
all right, Blue.
You know what?
It's gonna be all right. I just want to hug you, girl, and hold you tight.
yeah, that's crazy. Like my mom told me real like as soon as I could comprehend, I feel like she told me I wasn't playing. Like I feel like as soon as I could like understand,
Your
she was
birthday.
just like, nigga, you ain't supposed to be here. My mom took it a
Nice.
step further. She was like, I was on birth control and I still had your ass. I was like, damn.
Yeah, see.
Love
Can't
you
stop
too.
me. Can't stop, won't stop me. I'm coming.
Wow.
He's all like swimming into the air.
She brought out the scientists to try to stop. She had scientists trying to stop me
Come
from coming,
on.
bro.
He's all
Man.
get tired as a man. I can just see you like sliding down, doing just going into sperm, meeting the egg. Just,
She was using the white man scientist pills to fucking stop me, and I still came out this bitch.
Yeah, that's scary.
and at that
That's
moment,
scary.
that's how you knew
You're
he
the
was a
1%.
black activist all
You're
day.
the 0.01%. That's bro.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what triggered it all. You tried to use the white man to stop me.
Wow.
No,
It's
you got
22 minutes in. What are we talking about?
We've been talking about life, man. This is great. This is good energy.
No, this
Just
is
vibrating off it. Yo, we content creators, baby. 2021 not ready for us.
I think too, like us meeting in person, like gave us like a boost or something, and like this is like I'm feeling this.
This is natural, yeah.
This is
We also haven't
natural.
done this in 2 weeks, 3 weeks,
Yeah.
weeks.
One. We just missed one.
We skipped a week.
Yeah, we skipped
just
1 week
one.
because we
Just
had
one.
the situation.
Yeah.
That's
We've
what's
been
up.
consistent. We've been doing good. We've been doing good.
Oh, okay. I know we're gonna go into our content and everything, but I didn't see it in anybody's list. New Year's resolutions. Does anybody have some stupid ass thing they're gonna promise themselves for 18 days and 90 minutes and then stop doing?
I think we talked about this last time. Yeah, I didn't.
Well, it was on.
They didn't hear it.
I know.
Yeah.
Nobody's heard nothing.
Mine's still the same.
We don't exist.
Mine is definitely.
Yo, how we got a podcast that we don't ever publish? Yo, we're gonna be like we gonna be 20 episodes in this bitch and ain't released nothing.
Drunk shit. All slaps, baby. All slaps.
That's good. We're gonna have some never seen before footage. And people gonna be like, what? Like,
Niggas gonna be like, they've been snapping.
Oh, definitely mine's still the same. From body goals to moving closer. Whether it be a job or some financial.
I will
Nah,
not.
put it on somebody. Out. That's what I'm trying to do in 2021. Nah, but yeah. I'm gonna slow down. I'm gonna slow down. I don't want the meat too much. I'm gonna chill out on that.
Slow down on the meat.
That is in
that what you
episode
Slow
1.
down on the meat.
One.
The desire for America.
Okay.
Listen, America. I don't know nobody be sliding up in here. I know I talk about it, but
They've
don't know
never heard you talk about it. What part of this are we not getting?
the meat. Oh. I know y'all haven't heard me talk about it.
No, we're gonna have to do like a like a video dump, and we should just post everything anyway, and just let it be known that this is just like back
content.
catalog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Pre-podcast shit. Yeah.
Like negative episodes. I don't think.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey,
Like
we're gonna be the first with negative.
negative. Yo, that's gang. That's gang.
That's tight.
That's
That's
fair.
tight. I'm with that. Well,
New Year's
stay tuned for the
resolutions,
meets.
I did make some, but I started mine like back in like November, December, because I've heard that it's terrible to make New Year's resolutions, and it started in January. Like you should start before that, to help yourself get in the rhythm. So yeah, I've been trying to just be more productive with my days, make sure I do certain things every day. Not necessarily matter when it gets done, but just make sure that I take the time to sit down and do some different things, practice some music stuff, and trying to get outside more. You know what I'm saying? I've been going walking Theo like every morning, going to the park and shit. Other than that, man, I'm pretty on the ball. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty much with it. So
I'll fuck with that. Mine are some business ventures I'm getting into. Really getting something mysterious off the ground. And then also, man, just like networking and doing a better job of connecting with like energies outside of like just what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like I want to learn, I want to experience other people's artistry and other people's interests and stuff like that, so I can grow personally as well. And supporting my friends, like all of you guys. I want to support more people. I want to support the people I. I'm sorry.
This commercial break has been brought to you by the people I.
Sorry.
The people. Where's that water? Where's that water I asked for?
Oh my goodness. No, but so yeah, just supporting the team, just getting hard work done and producing something that matters and supporting the team.
I'm with it.
church
And a Lambo.
and a Lambo. Okay.
Okay. And then we just.
Bro, if you get a Lambo, bro, I'm like, we gonna fight. There's gonna be a problem. If you get a Lambo.
yo, Blue, clock that. Remember
Remember this.
that moment right now. Remember
He's gonna show up with the Lambo. He's gonna be like,
you thought this was a fucking game,
Square
right?
up, nigga. Square up.
He gonna square up with me. What if it's okay? I gotta be honest. What if it's like an old Lamborghini, not like a new one, like an
Bro, I
07?
don't give a damn. All I know is if you own an exotic car before property, like we can't be friends anymore.
What are you talking about?
I'm telling you, like we can't
property.
be, if you own an exotic car before you own property, we can't be friends anymore because we're not in the that means we not where I thought we were.
you thought y'all was here, but
I'm talking about, in theory, I'm talking about owning a vehicle where I'm not making payments on it. It's a bulk sum because that's something I want, and clearly everything else is happening the way it's supposed to happen.
Well, whatever. All I'm saying,
Whatever.
all I'm saying is if you own any extravagant luxury thing that moves before you own property, we're gonna have a talk.
What? Okay.
just do what you
Caveat.
want with your money.
No, for sure. Caveat, what if I own something that does move, that is property, and the exotic item as well?
Like property is things that don't move. Like
That's not true. I disagree, and so does the state of Texas.
Name something.
Your vehicle is considered your property.
No.
In the state of Texas, that's why,
vehicle,
for example, that's why you can move with your blicky. The thing on you, it's an extension of your house. I'm just telling you the law, baby boy. I'm just telling you the law, gang. You dig it? You feel me? Keep that thing on you. Don't come around Roger Thomas. You never left alone, nigga.
So is a car an investment? Let me ask you a question. Is your vehicle an investment?
You mean which one?
Is a car an investment? You owning a car, is that an investment?
Yeah, depends on your business.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is. Depending on your business.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
No, it is not.
We don't get that luxury in the state of Texas because everything's so fucking far away. If I buy a car because it's part of my business to move about and that
car begins to depreciate the moment you buy it.
That doesn't mean it's not serving its purpose and acting as a utility. It can be acting as a utility.
That does not make it an investment.
I'm not saying the Lamborghini is a good investment. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying a Lamborghini is a good investment. It doesn't make it, though, not an investment at all. Think about when you reach a certain upper echelon, right? You start to go certain places and you need a certain type of profile. You pull up in a particular type of car, it denotes the level of business you may or may not be associated with. I'm not saying you just fake the funk, but I don't wear sneakers at a black tie event. That's all I'm saying. So you gotta go and invest.
I would say it's even if it does depreciate, whatever. Speaking from me on some simple shit, Uber, you can't even drive Uber if your car raggedy as fuck. So when I got this one, the first thing I did was sign up for Uber and Lyft, and that actually helped me make money. So even if it's like my car, the value might be depreciating, this car actually helps me make money. So it was a good investment for me because it's something that I added an extra hustle. It added an extra hustle on to how to, help me pay
It
for some
also
of the shit
added
that I
them
would never
extra
do.
bills. It
It's
also
still a
added them extra.
liability.
It's a
Yeah,
liability. Thank you,
yeah,
Blue.
but so
Finally,
was a.
somebody with a
Blue is
non-nigga
studying
response. Thank you,
accounting.
Blue.
She's
Thank
an
you,
No,
Blue.
accountant.
we never said that we never said that a house that it's better than a house or buying property.
Yeah,
But
we
you
didn't
asked,
say it was
does
better
it
than it.
have? But you asked, was it an investment? So we're giving you examples of how it can be. However,
Yeah,
if you're
it's
saying
still
your
a
property
liability
is
because
more,
if you lose your vehicle at any point in time, you're fucked, right?
And if you
if you
lose your
don't
I
pay
would
house
know.
or water
I
bill or
would
if you
fire
don't
know.
pay
or
your
kids,
mortgage or
you're
pay your
fucked.
bills, you fucked too. What
Yeah,
the
don't
fuck?
pay no
If
damn
you
bill.
don't pay nothing, my nigga, you're fucking
Listen,
screwed.
y'all. Listen, y'all.
Like,
Land is the only thing that you can invest in that's not going to depreciate. Everything else that you talking about, all this other shit is
but we're not
is
arguing
We're not
about
secondary.
the
I know. I'm
we're not
telling you what
depreciation.
I'm talking about. I'm telling you what I'm talking
we're
about.
not disagreeing with you, but you can't.
Yes,
We would
that's
encourage you not to have
all
the
we're saying.
disposition that a vehicle or those types of things don't hold real utilities for a
Yes,
significant portion
yes.
of the U.S. population. Because guess what? At the end of the day, I know for damn sure you've taken at least one Lyft or one Uber, and that required somebody to have a vehicle put together to be able to facilitate that activity.
I know. My bad. I know I shouldn't talk about cars around you niggas, man, because y'all be loving these some cars.
Damn, that was a shot at Blue.
That's not it at all.
That's not
Blue
even
thought it straight.
close.
What
That's
was what
that's
was
that's
the
why that's why
what was
the average black man will always own a vehicle before he owns owns a house. He will always make sure he has a super nice vehicle before he even makes sure that he has a fucking nice place to live.
well the thing is we agree with what you're saying. All we're trying to do is tell y'all
Trash.
examples of how a car is not a bad investment. That's it. Nobody said that it was better than a house. Nobody
He was
said you
talking
should get
about
a
a
car
Lamborghini.
first.
This nigga was talking about getting a Lamborghini.
But see, I don't
Whole
agree. Like I don't
Lamborghini
agree with
and
that.
then
Like
hold
I
different.
am a person who's looking to get a house, like a person who wants that. So I agree with what you're saying. All we were saying was just giving y'all examples of how, even though I even stated, even though it may depreciate, I don't feel like my car was a bad investment because my car has actually earned me money. So it wasn't a bad investment for me at
And
the
for me
time. And
personally,
then, but
But
getting a
okay,
big
I have
ass
a question
luxury
though.
ass car, I'm not gonna do that before I get no house. Like I'm definitely gonna get a house
Has
before I
your
and when I,
decide
car
to get
earned
some
you the amount of money it cost you?
of course not.
over time.
Yeah, like
Over
over
time.
time,
Because
maybe,
how
but
am I
that
gonna get my car that I had wasn't reliable enough for me to be doing all these gigs that I'm doing, to be driving Uber and Lyft, to get to y'all, to do the podcast. So without this car, at the end of the day, when I make that payment, I'm like, this shit get me to and from where I need to go, and it's helping me make the moves I need to make. So even if it's depreciating or whatever, until I'm able to get a house, yeah, I'm not gonna get no Lambo, I'm not gonna get no luxury car, so I'm not on that conversation. But what I'm
right.
saying is, even though it depreciates, we can't try to knock it and say that it's not a good investment at all. Because for somebody from experience from me, I'm driving around to come to y'all all the time. And without my car, I couldn't even do
I
what
guess
I'm
I'm
trying
just
to do.
I guess the difference
Yeah.
for me is I don't consider an investment because what you're saying is that you actually need a car. So it's like it's not even like a conversation
Yeah.
of like whether you have an opportunity to invest. But if you didn't need a car, would you invest in a car? No, because it's not an investment.
No, and
If
that's
Okay,
you
what
but
I
didn't
said.
see,
I said I
that's
agree. And I said
again
I agree
pivots
with you. That's what I was saying. Like I
and
agree. Like I'm
respectfully
not
though,
arguing about
so I'm
there
it.
like
are
talking about the things we need don't make no sense to me because we
but there's a
need them.
but
You
there's
need that shit. So it's like
there's also a difference as well between like direct asset value in regards to what it does for you as well as profile building as what it does for everything else around you, and that's what I'm talking about personally. Number one, I wouldn't encourage anybody to just go buy an exotic luxury vehicle out the ass or whatever. That's why even when I was talking about it, what did I say? It would be paid in full. Clearly then that's my
Yeah.
disposition. It's a gift to me, and as somebody who lives near the like lowest 30-40% of like how I live, it would be nice to finally have something nice that I want. Number one. Number two, it also then profile builds. You go to certain places, you do certain types of business. What you pull up in matters in regards to how you're respected and how you're treated in those spaces. It shouldn't be the
I guess it
only
depends on who you're
thing,
trying to get
but
respect
it
from.
affects. It's not a matter of trying to get respect. It's a matter of making sure it's understood. Yo, I can do a move like this if I want to or if I don't want to. I can pull up in a Toyota Corolla or a goddamn Ferrari. You're gonna respect my business, period. But just be very, very clear, nothing's off limits to me in that space. And it's an '07, so stop it. It's an '07 Lamborghini. It's not new. All right, it's got some road time. All right, maybe a ding or two here and there, but it's cute. And I like it. Watch out for my Lamborghini, America. I'm coming.
Well, when I got my millions, I'm gonna be rolling around in regular ass shit.
That's cool. Great for you. Good job.
Regular ass shit.
Yeah, I mean, people, when you make your money, do whatever you want with it.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
except for,
but-
investing in crack and damaging the black community. But anything else is fine.
Niggas do it, people do it. So, I mean, I ain't here to judge you. Just don't be calling me like, hey,
Oh,
man,
no,
I
I'm
ain't got
judging
no
the crack dealers. I want to be very clear. I am judging the crack dealers. You seem so good at economics, but just why this way? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can clearly measure and count. And maybe be a chef. Fuck it.
I almost feel like all that shit's a scam. Like personally, it's like a psychological scam that luxury like clothing lines and like car companies like they've been playing on the humans for like a long time, and they
Possible.
make tons of money through like a fucking giant ass psychological scam.
Possible.
They convince you that like this shit is worth a whole bunch of money, right?
But isn't that how most products
Because
work?
because of the power it has, because of the look, because of how people are going to perceive you when you have it.
But isn't that how most products work?
Yo, what is up with Lakeita? Froze the fuck up.
Oh, she's here.
I'm froze.
Oh, she froze on my
Yeah.
shit.
Mine too.
I was here with you, Lakeita. You ain't never skip a beat.
Oh, there you go.
There you
You,
go.
you were
I was
off in like deep thought. You were like, you had this crazy pose, like off in deep thought. I was
Not
like,
blinking
damn,
or
she's
nothing.
thinking. That shit was just stuck. I was like, what the?
I'm up. I was like, I'm frozen?
But yeah, so like I'm gonna be one of those rich guys like that's just like looks super regular, and then when you find out that I'm worth what I'm worth, you can be like, what? And see, and then I
Yeah.
feel like there's so much more. I feel like there's a lot of power in that. Probably more
Oh yeah,
power
1000%.
than the person that pulls up in the Lambo trying to show that he's rich.
Well, yeah, but even then, see, you have a disposition about the man who shows up in Lambo. Who said he's trying to show that he's rich? Like I just said, I would want it as a gift to me based on the hard work and experiences I've had in my life. It ain't got shit to do with
You
anybody.
also, what did you also say? That's not all you said.
What else did I say?
You said,
Yes,
and
that
because
it has
you said because of how
Yes,
it'll
that's
help
a residual. That's not the primary reason why I'm purchasing the
you.
vehicle.
You mentioned it in one of your reasons, so that's why I'm saying it. So don't try to
Yeah,
act like
there's a
you
lot of
say that.
reasons to buy a car. We're circling the drain, and the audience is getting tired. Next fucking subject.
When you get your money, do what you want to do with your money.
Just
And
don't sell
that's
crack
what
to
it
the black
is.
community.
Just
Keep that
buy
shit
some
over there.
land first. Just make sure you have a place to live for the rest of your life. first.
And never walk alone. Because y'all niggas talking about.
I ain't telling y'all my damn plans with my money because y'all going to be judging the shit out of me.
It ain't no judgment. I'm not
Oh,
like,
actually, that's crazy. I got a
Blue.
question. I got a question. I thought about this the other day. I want to know morally and ethically what everybody thinks. So get ready, right? You're filthy rich. You're dumb rich. You're dumb rich. Is it morally and ethically acceptable to go to on the planet, there are still places where slavery or the slave trade is still very active and still very alive. Is it morally or ethically correct for you to go to those places and purchase people to set them free?
no.
So you're purchasing
Oh,
people, which means you
shoot.
are fueling the industry that is the problem. However, you're also freeing these human lives. You're going straight into getting them out of these uncomfortable situations, helping them through immigration, education. It's one of those. Does the ends justify the means?
Dang.
I've been watching this shit with about pimps and prostitutes, and this is almost the same argument that pimps give for like why they pimp. It's like they say the hoes are gonna hoe anyway, so they might as well let me help them.
No, because
Yeah,
the
yeah,
slave
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
a-
You're talking
slave
about like
wasn't a
cheating.
slave.
You're
It
talking
was
about more
black
like cheating the system. Like, well, you're talking about more like cheating the system. Like, it's like, well, let me get up in here real quick, beat them at their own game, and instead of actually making them slaves, I'm just gonna buy all of them, even though it's wrong to buy slaves, but you're not gonna make them slaves. Like when they come out,
Right?
you're
No,
like, all right,
the
y'all
principal
free.
idea is freeing them, not
You're buying
having.
their freedom, right?
I'm
Yeah, you're
buying
buying.
their freedom.
There's nothing wrong with that, except it's just like you said, it just help like it doesn't like stop the slave trade. So while you would be setting people free, you would also be empowering the people that are
Fueling.
doing
Yeah.
the. So
Yeah.
it's
That's
kind of like
hard.
one of them. It's kind of like one of them situations. If you can't shut it down, you might as well leave it the fuck alone. I,
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
so we just let
that's hard. That's a
slavery just
hard one
keep
right
on
there.
clicking.
huh?
Just let slavery just keep on clicking, then, huh?
Or you
I
can find. I
mean,
mean,
I ain't judging
you-
nobody. I just thought it was
what
interesting when I
you
found
gonna go
out.
buy some? You gonna go buy some?
You know what? That's the crazy part is I'm trying to manage in my heart and in my spirit the concept of like, but my intention is genuinely out the gate good. But it's like you said, you're weaponizing the enemy even further. These people who when they get this lump sum of cash from you, that none. Oh wow, I can finally get out of the slave trade game.
And then
They're
just
gonna
think
go
when you
do
get
it
there, Walk.
more.
When you get
Mhm.
there, you're gonna have to pick the ones.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have to decide who gets to be free and who gets to be a
and you
slave.
know
Like
you
you know what
want
Right.
I'm
to get
saying? Like
everybody. You know you want to get everybody too, and they're gonna be like, damn,
Damn.
that's how
So now
it
me walk, never walk alone, right? Man, fuck this nigga, bro. Yo, man, fuck this nigga, bro.
is.
Nah,
Oh
that
no,
is
but
that
that,
is. What if you start off with like the innocents, like children, like just taking all the children? Or, but I guess that's damaging too, because then you're away from your parents, and then there's that whole issue that could pop up immediately.
dang,
I know,
that
right?
was a
We got
good
deep.
question. No, that was a good question because I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's like you can't take everybody, and
But
then
then
oh
you
no,
also
I
like
don't even want to
create
go.
vacancies. So it's like, oh, he took all them niggas, so let me go get some more.
Yeah,
I,
exactly.
I
No,
guess
what?
if your heart really compels you to do that, I wouldn't say that you were wrong. Because
But
it's
it.
just like it's like any type of philanthropy or any type of anytime any rich people do anything like to try to help, like they never really actually fix the problem, but they do decide like to do what they can like to help like right then with their money somehow. And while it may not fix the problem, they can at least be like, I tried. You know what I mean? Because what good is it if you do something that doesn't fix the problem? You just help out like a little bit. Like what is helping a little bit in certain situations like that? You
Yeah,
Right.
know?
Right.
So if your heart, I feel like if it's on your heart to do that, you shit, do
dang.
that shit. Don't think about like all the but I'm not helping this people. You know what I'm saying? Because situations like that, you can't worry about that. You got to just if you felt like that, you got to just do it.
What
That's
you
almost like
did.
it's a situation like if you had a if two people are about to get hit by a car and you could only save one. You know what I'm saying? Like what you gonna do? Like which one you gonna save? Like you know what I'm saying? It really don't matter. It's just like whatever's on your heart in that moment, you got to just do it, and then you can't be worried about after the fact like yo, I didn't save the other person.
Yeah.
You know.
For sure.
That was deep.
Dang.
You're not wrong at
Yeah,
all.
that was a
No,
good
you're not wrong
question.
at all. Man, oh man, yeah. So
Oh
I was just
man.
again when I heard that slavery was still like a thing, I was like, where?
It'll
And they
forever
were
be a
like,
thing. Lots
yeah,
of
they were
places.
like Africa. I was like, ain't nobody gonna stop slavery? This sucks. And they're
A
like,
lot of
well, we
it in
don't really know
India
them
too.
niggas, so
India, um, yeah, Africa, Libya is still real bad.
yeah, no, my heart hurts when I see those pictures and those videos and stuff. Like don't get me wrong, every corner of the world's always going to have its problem, whether it's a high level political corruption issue, whether it's a low level poverty issue, whether it's outright enslaving or outright murder.
Technically,
Like I don't know how.
yeah, technically,
Huh?
North Korea is basically all slaves, right? Basically, everybody lives in North Korea is a fucking slave.
Oh yeah, it's ad hoc. You walk up in a man's house and be like, hey, you work for me now, and if you're the government, it's like, oh okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's pimp.
That's pimping. Is that pimping? Girl, get your bag. Yes, daddy. Oh no.
I'm
Oh
just in
no.
it for the clothes, man. I'm just in it for the clothes.
Uh, uh, uh. That's crazy. That's crazy. Somebody's gonna think that we're really insensitive when they watch, but they're not gonna understand that we're making jokes about things we think are like absolutely ridiculous and unacceptable. Like we're just kicking
Mhm.
it about because it's like we think it's that stupid. Like really owning
The
people,
fact that
pimping
there's so
individuals.
many times, the fact that there's so many times where you've had to say this is a joke, I think that they're gonna get the
I
hint.
hope. But motherfuckers like to clip shit and be like him
They
right
do.
there, the one with the stupid looking
They
fucking
are.
face.
They are. They're gonna be like, Lakeita Valon likes the meat. stay tuned. And it's like, oh, great.
Yo, that caption is gonna get you the fuck out of here.
I don't know where it's gonna take me. I don't know where it's gonna take me, y'all.
Oh my goodness. Hey, listen. Okay, so I had another question I really wanted to ask. This is the would you rather that I wanted to have like 8 episodes ago, but we didn't do because it got boom gang.
I
So
hope
listen.
I hope it's a good one. Did he
Yeah,
just say boom gang? Don't ever say boom gang. This nigga said boom gang. That's funny.
The what?
The boom gang, boom gang. Yo, so there's this dude named, I don't know if it's Bonk or Boom, but like, there's this black guy. His name is Boom, and he used to basically just go around and clout chase and do stuff. Like he would drive it, he would go into the Lamborghini and pretend to be like a famous guy and stuff, and then take the vehicle for test drive, and then like actually
He was
steal it.
he was on drugs super hardcore for a while too. Like so he would be like super fucked up on pills and all this shit. Like super. Apparently he cleaned up his act now. But
yeah, I've been watching his content. I like his rebrand and his growth. Like it looks like he's trying to. I think
except the nigga still looks like a fucking.
Yeah, well, he has all those face tattoos and stuff. And, you know, that's the kind of stuff
person.
you got to get like laser removal for if you ever want to get rid of it.
God.
You know. But anyway, so this was the other thought I had, right? So what if somebody, it's like a company that you really didn't believe in, wanted to come in and like sponsor you? So like Lakeita, in my opinion, I think you make really good music. I think you make dope content, XYZ, but I don't necessarily feel like me personally that I think that your content is like X-rated, right? Or something like that. What if Pornhub came around the corner and was like, Lakeita, we love what you do, girl. You keep talking about the meat. We want you to wear this shirt. We're going to give you hundreds of thousands of dollars to jumpstart your career. We want Lakeita Valon to be the meat girl from Pornhub. You ain't got to do no scenes, but we're going to pay you to wear our shirt and support the brand.
No. I'm not doing that.
No.
No, I'm not doing anything that I don't believe in because that's just me being fake to my people. Like, it's me being fake to my audience. Like, even though I know it's money, I know trying to get the money.
I was about to say, you don't believe in porn?
It's gonna make my people think of me differently. And that's not, like, if that's not the image I'm trying to put out there, then why would I do business with that? Like, I want people to understand, like, my music makes sense with my personality, makes sense with who I am, and then everything I associate myself with makes sense with who I am. Like, I'm not finna be out here like, dang, I'm desperate for this money, so let me go and wear this meat shirt. Like, if we gonna wear a meat shirt, it's gonna be from the quotes from the podcast. Ain't nobody finna jump on this meat thing before we do, so I'm not doing that.
Ain't nobody finna jump on this meat thing. Oh my God.
Throw a number at it. Throw a number at it. Let's see if that helps.
No, because here's the thing. Lakeita's a woman of principle, much like myself. So if she's convinced that she feels a particular type of way, no amount of money is going to get her there. But I'll try anyway.
That's fine. Go ahead and try.
No, I'll try anyway.
No,
okay,
I said no.
Okay, so listen, here we go, right?
I don't care.
Just listen. It's not direct promotion. It's passive. And they are going to be pushing you, and it is going to be known that you are sponsored by them. Now, you don't ever have to say their name. You don't ever have to wear their merch. But when you get on stage, you are being financially bankrolled by that company.
What am I supposed to be saying?
Oh, okay.
That's not real. That's not real. Like, that's not real. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, there's no way that they're gonna be like, oh, do this, but you don't gotta. Nah.
Lakeita, you underestimate.
No, because the internet is wild, though. The internet wild. You know that. So even if I ain't have to say that, you're gonna find out.
But we watch that all the time happen with politics. How many companies do we not know that are supporting Donald Trump and all of his foolishness through all of this, but have secretly been bankrolling and benefiting from it? However, Pornhub wanted to benefit from whatever you're doing, they don't need to have an upfront face when investing in you in order to do it.
I just don't trust it, man, because I feel like even if they do it right there, they say that later down the line,
it's a little 2.5, little 2.5 million.
Down the line, we done gave you 2.5. Now, at some point, you're going to have to say something.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to use my favorite phrase. Untaxed. Untaxed. 2.5. What you doing? You ain't got to wear it.
I just don't trust it. Ain't no way they're going to give me this money.
Okay, but for real, like, if the paperwork added up, if it was all above board and the paperwork added up, they just want to be able to say, Pornhub stands next to Lakeita Valon. They just want to be able to say. That's what the brand wants to be able to say.
I don't know.
Wow, look, Koala, you were right.
Wait, I got one. So
We do.
in some porn videos, they be playing music like
I was about
over
to
it.
say that.
Would you collect the royalties on those videos?
It's good money. I swear to God.
That's a soundtrack, though. I think that's different. I think that's different
Pornhub
because
hits you up
if
and
you
they're
were,
like, "Look, let us just put your music over these videos, and we'll pay you royalties."
that's different.
Oh,
How?
oh, see, Walk. I told you, you gotta, you know, what I'm saying, you gotta know how to present it.
You know why it's different? Because just say you was like, there's a bunch of movies that come out. Just say if you didn't even agree with the message or didn't even like the damn movie. But if they be like, hey, this scene right here makes sense for your song, it's a sex scene or it's a love scene or it's whatever. I know I make sensual music, so the song they choose doesn't associate me with the porn itself. It's just like, ain't that what you call a song? You know, but I
look
don't
at
feel
that.
like if I
Wow.
wore,
That's
if
cat.
they paid me to be like a sponsor, I mean, that's a lot of money, but it's just kind of like I don't trust that they wouldn't make me do something at the end. And then if I decide to disagree, they'll be like, "We done gave you this money. You gonna rock this meat shirt." And I'll be like, "But y'all didn't say that in the beginning." And then they'll be like, "Yeah, I just don't trust them to like stick to that
And it's not
behind the
specifically
scenes."
Pornhub, to be clear, America. We don't trust any corporation to actually stay above board. We're just using Pornhub as an
Yeah,
example.
I mean,
Okay.
out of everything, Pornhub,
Blue,
gosh.
Blue, they want to name a porn star after you.
Okay, so
Oh, here y'all go.
first of all, there are porn stars named Blue. Okay, right. So
Are you trying to tell us something?
no,
Okay, y'all with me?
Keep going. Go on. You were
um, I
Go
mean I
on.
can't control, another nigga name. I can copyright my shit, but I can't control.
no, but they really come to you and they're like, "Yo, we want the rights." Better yet, that's what they do. They want the rights to the name A Blu J because they got some young artist
Oh,
who's finna start taking care of the meat on camera, and they want A Blu J to be the name of her
That's
as an artist.
disrespectful. That is so
Why?
disrespectful.
Why? I don't understand.
Cause
Why?
that's my shit, my nigga. Fuck y'all.
Ooh. But for the bag though, would you change your name for the bag?
Fuck no, nigga. I'm a Blue
Wow.
Jay. The fuck?
Koala, what you changing your name to for the bag? I'm telling y'all right now. Listen. Walk is cool. I can get that up. My talent come with me.
he's not even married to the name. He's like, wow, cool, but
No,
we can get divorced
I
anytime.
like Walk. Walk is a great name. For the bag, I hope everyone would accept my new name, the artist formerly
The
known as Walk.
sellout.
I'm gonna prince the hell
What
out
if
of
they
y'all
want to
niggas
name you? What
and
if they
be
want to name
rich.
you too?
Oh, fuck that. No,
Oh,
that's a trap. No.
No.
Yo, you can't name me. I gotta be able to name myself. You can have my old name. I don't respond to that slave name anymore. But y'all, I gotta be my own. I gotta be my own. Nah.
so if they made you, if they paid you to keep your name and they named you Chocolate Thunder, you just wouldn't do that.
How we
Chocolate
spelling it?
Thunder. Look at what Lakeita thought of. Look at what Lakeita thought of for
How we
you.
With no
spelling it? We
vowels.
spelling it regular? No
No
vowels?
vowels.
You know that's my
I
shit. What are you
was
doing?
just
You know that's my bag. I get all the vowels the fuck out of here at day one. Nigga.
Chocolate
I only
Thunder.
barely fuck with A because I needed to be in alone. Fuck is you talking about? Yeah, no, you can't name me. You gotta leave me to name myself. But I could see for
No,
the right
that's fucked
price.
up.
You
No.
know, I could see for the right price. Because here's the thing, my energy is mine. That's why when Prince transitioned into a question mark, he was still able to hold all his fans because it wasn't about his name. It was about who he was as an individual and as an experience. Call it whatever you want. It's transcendent.
Mhm.
That's how I feel about myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm an energy. I'm a wavelength. You can't. You. It. I'm not married to a name. I
$10
exist
million.
in
I'm letting somebody name me.
10 mil. That's a low
Somebody
number.
naming me.
You
Somebody
met a
naming
world
me for
peace in
10
it.
mil. Huh?
You
You
want
gonna
to be
met
They
a
do it all
Koala
the
world
time.
Khool?
They do it all the time. Like I guarantee there's labels that like pick artist names. And they're like, all right, you should be called this. It's your name.
Oh, I just
Yeah,
can't
this is
do
true.
it.
This is true. I've seen it happen. I lost an artist because like she was my favorite artist, but then I couldn't find her name anywhere, and I was like, "Nigga, what the fuck? You just drop off the face of the earth?" But no, they had like switched her name to like her actual legal birth name, so she went from being the artist I knew to whoever she is.
10 mil, you want to let somebody name you?
Nah.
Oh, man, that's
Ooh, it's just
crazy,
a name.
Yeah,
No.
no, it's not
No.
just a name. Like, I embody a Blu J. Like, I am blue. Like, niggas know blue.
My name is my
Bitch,
actual
I'm
fucking
red
name.
now. No, that's
Yo,
Yo,
not.
like,
I'm
10
red now
mil.
is wild. Yo, I'm red now, yo. For the
10
10 mil,
mil.
I'm red, bitch.
Call me whatever.
he said, I'm red.
Uh-uh.
A red bird.
A red bird.
No.
What?
As long as it wasn't derogatory, I'd be good with whatever.
No, because
It's
I don't
derogatory for
know.
them to say you
it don't
don't
it don't
deserve
take
Koala Khool.
derogatory
The
for it
fuck?
not to like screw you up. They could be like, okay, instead of being koala, your name is underperform. Just something stupid. just
Oh,
something clearly isn't derogatory, but definitely
10
damaging.
mil, bro? Nigga. Like, why people act like $10 million is not a lot of money. That's crazy.
Because money can't buy happiness.
It's not about the money.
My name does not give me happiness, first of all. This is the
You
name.
can be very
My
unhappy
name is
with
my
your name.
brand.
Nah, nigga, 10
yeah.
mil. I'm
Build a new
straight,
brand.
nigga.
Not to be disrespectful. You can build a new brand. I understand the commitment to a particular flavor. That's why I'm saying like it would need to be a pretty bag to change my name. But you are the energy you carry. Just because you lose one company does not mean you can't go build another.
Right.
Now time and energy can never be made up for. So
It
choose
can with money.
no,
Yes,
no.
it can. That's what that equates. Time and energy. That's what money is. Money is time and energy.
That's beautiful that's what you believe.
That's what it is. That money you got in your bank account right now, what got it?
What
Your
money?
motherfucking time and energy. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, damn, I gotta put some more energy in.
Redbird.
But she
That's all.
said,
That's
red.
literally, bro. You could ask Pete. You could ask the motherfucking professors that talk about money, bro. They will say money is a person's time and energy.
Time,
That's
people say that time is money. You know everybody say that?
that's a literal thing.
Okay. I know this is going to be a hard pivot, but I like breaking news. And this is amazing because my phone just told me. Is everyone ready?
Ready.
New top news story. Trump supporters have stormed the Capitol, forcing an evacuation of Congress and disrupting the electoral vote count in Washington, D.C. That goes into the perfect conversation I wanted to have. What the fuck is going on Capitol Hill right now?
It's going nuts.
Is it about to be a civil war, you guys? Are we about to
Man.
pop off into a civil war?
Ooh.
Wait, I gotta get my gun first. Like a couple of motherfuckers.
I told y'all, better keep that thing on you.
That thing
I need
on
more than
all the
one.
time.
What the hell are y'all talking about? Oh my god. That's crazy. I'm sorry. I know that's like a complete
good?
energy shift, but I read it and I was like, what? Why does this sound like the beginning of the Civil War? Like, I'm confused.
I don't even know. I don't know.
Wow. Stormed
Man,
the
it's
Capitol.
hard
It's been
to
a
Have
long
any of
time
you all
coming.
been to Capitol Hill?
Nope.
Okay. As somebody who used to live outside of Washington, D.C., I lived in Maryland, down the street from the University of Maryland. My mother was an attorney. She did some business, not lobbying, but like, contracting work and stuff. So I've actually been around Washington, D.C. quite a few times. Capitol Hill is literally what it sounds like. It's a building on top of a hill. So you can see in every direction stuff coming. So someone let an entire group of people, with respect to their First Amendment rights to, free speech and congregation and so forth and so on, storm into a federal building. What is going on? I'm confused. I'm sorry. I've thrown off the rhythm of the show.
That was like, yeah, he in there. Go ahead.
I feel like I pay attention, so like I already knew this was coming. Like this is like if you like pay attention, like this is like you know this was coming. But I understand that it's a surprise to some people.
No, because it's one of those things where you're like everybody knows it's a possibility, but
That's
keep
10 years again.
there's no way. There's no way. That would never happen. Koala over there in the fucking corner, like, yeah, it's gonna happen. Don't even worry about that.
That's because when it comes to politics, like I feel like with politics, most people only pay attention to their side. They don't really like delve too much like into the other side because they're not really trying to hear what they have to say. But me, I'm the type of person like I'm really like looking in both sides, like deep into both sides. Like, and I don't even care. Like, I'm not for either side, but I definitely pay attention to both of them just so I get a pulse. You know what I'm saying? Keep my proverbial
Yeah.
ear to the street of
Yeah.
politics.
To the street. The street.
The world is
I
wild.
tell you.
Yeah,
He's like,
bro.
I already knew this was gonna happen, but yeah.
It's
Welcome.
go. You know what I'm saying? I guess,
And they talking about shutting this bad boy down again too.
Yeah.
You said that too. You did say that too. I do remember that.
I knew shit was
But
crazy when they was trying to pass that 5,000 page bill, whatever the fuck it was, bro. That motherfucker was crazy. They put a bunch of like in the relief bill, they put a bunch of like laws for people that are like they put like streaming laws in there for like streaming content. It's really weird. They
wow.
put new laws about
what
streaming
it,
content and made like certain like a bunch of shit illegal and like made a bunch of stuff felonies in regards to streaming content
what?
in the relief bill.
That's strange.
They say a robot wrote that bill too. You know that?
Wow.
They say an AI thing made that because they
Well,
said
Well,
that
nobody
makes no sense.
nobody could make a 5,000 page like relief bill
They was
like
like,
that
we not
fast.
finna sit right here and do this. So
2021 seems like it wants to be 2020's little brother. So let's see how this
long
pans
king,
Yeah,
out.
nah, I
long,
need
long brother
somebody.
head
Want to be
ass.
just like Big Bro. I'm telling y'all right now,
Really?
I could do it.
I could do it bigger. I could do it better. That nigga came out the woodwork like,
What we
shut
gonna
up.
start with? What we gonna start with is we gonna storm the Capitol. That's what we finna do right
We
now.
in this.
Or it's
You
like an
remember
artist that had a
Black
hot
Matter?
first album, and that shit was hot all 2020. They kind of like fizzled out by the end of the year. Now he about to drop his new shit.
Yeah, new shit. This is the single run. We
Sophomore
doing the
album.
press run. Get ready
Oh.
for smoke. Oh my god.
Get ready for
It-
smoke.
Yo, if storming the Capitol is the press run, I am out. I'm freaking done. I'm done.
I'm here
I'm
for it
already
though.
over.
That's awesome that we can do that.
Okay.
Why you say that?
Because if we weren't able to do what they're doing right now,
Uh-huh.
like that wouldn't be very democratic like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we're supposed to be able to like when we think shit's like if no matter what, even if people are wrong like in what they're thinking, if they are thinking that passionately, we should be able to go we should be able to go do that what they're
Yes,
doing.
but
So
yes,
the fact that we can do that, I feel like that's kind of a good sign.
You're like,
it is
okay.
true, but what we need and why it's so pivotal is a considerable majority to have the conversation around. Now, don't get me wrong. Every one of the states where a lawsuit popped up from the Trump campaign, from the Republican Party XYZ, what did most of those courts, short of the Supreme Court, do? They actually sat down and reviewed the content. They gave it the time of day. The thing about a truly democratic process is understanding that sometimes, yes, number one, you're wrong, but then also number two, in order to really spark a true rebellion and it be justified and not just self-serving, it has to be coming from a particular kind of place. It has to be. Now, that being said, the United States government is no exception. The reason why we get into our rebellion with the UK isn't for the reasons you guys think. It was about slavery too. The UK was done with owning people, and America was like, nah, we just getting started. So that was a
We showed up
major
late. Can we
aspect of why
still?
they were
Like
all of a
what?
sudden
They was like,
upset.
what, nigga? We got all this cotton over here.
Yo,
What the fuck you think about to pick this
you,
shit?
you wouldn't be
Nigga
talking
was
like that if
drinking.
you had just
Nigga was
tobacco.
drinking his drink
Right.
after watching the news. Like, what do you mean we're done?
So, like, it's
Nigga.
all about perspective, and like that's my thing about certain types of rebellions or revolutions. Don't get me wrong, you may be the little dog in the fight, but it's called righteous indignation. When your cause is truly justified, stand on your own too and be willing to sacrifice it all. But a cause that's truly justified is different than I don't like what's happening right now because of the way it influences the space around me and makes me feel. Those are two different things. Those are not the same thing. You know what I mean? That was even my opinion about let's say a bunch of Democrats decided, well, we're gonna get together and we're gonna storm the Capitol because we don't believe Trump should be president, when this happened 4 years ago, XYZ. Ultimately, I would have never been a part of the cause or something like that. Despite how much disdain I have for the man, despite how I disagree with him and his policies and how he treats people, how he treats women, minorities, so forth and so on, his business practices, it ultimately doesn't matter because a significant portion of the United States has decided that they want this tomfoolery. And short of it having a direct, and I mean a very direct, like, all right, first things first, let's round up the niggas kind of energy behind it, be over there with your foolishness and do it because everything comes in a season. So, I hear it, but to be completely honest, there's a difference between righteous indignation and righteous idiocracy. Roger Thomas. For the till day.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy because the other side feel that way too. So it's just like.
Yeah, but they're not studying the facts. They're convinced of something that doesn't exist.
They're studying some. They're studying some type of facts.
Of something that doesn't exist. The things that they're reading are legitimately just scientifically being placed on a board, whether or not it's even feasible, being proven to be lies over and over and over again. It's not a matter of personal opinion of like, I don't think these things should have happened. They never happened to begin with. Like the voter fraud shit. Like where? Mm-hmm. How? Thorough investigations from people who look like you and sound like you, and ultimately, if it were true, would reap the same benefits you did, but have moral and ethical standing and character, investigated and said, no, it's simply not true. You allowed the propaganda machine to move too hard, too fast, and too quickly, and you convinced people of a lie. The same whole idea behind the South, it being about Southern rights and about our right to ourselves and our history. It wasn't about that. Many, many powerful white men who were involved in that whole run made it very clear. This is about us wanting to own slaves. This is a major part of why we are willing to go to war. And anybody who sells any other kind of horseshoe bullshit story is simply incorrect. Are there added factors? Of course. Absolutely. 1000%.
You should be a newscaster. I would watch this. He's like, because like the way you just articulate things and then you just like, I know, is this real? Yeah, for sure.
Man, I'm just gonna say y'all better stop trusting these white man government, man. Y'all been either way it goes, they lying to you from both ends. So I don't care what you say.
I don't think I trust anything. Like we're doomed.
I mean,
until the government starts trying to like actively like come out here and like kill, like, you know what I'm saying, bringing like SWAT teams and bringing like the army into the shit to try to fuck shit up, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna let motherfuckers do whatever the fuck they feel like they need to do.
True, but ultimately
that's their right in this country, so I let them go ahead and do that.
True, but ultimately by the time you get to that point, it's too late. Like, it can't be bodies in the street. It shouldn't have to get to shootouts and XYZ. That's what made the Civil War such a tragedy in U.S. history, is that you had literally family members, brothers against brothers, uncles against uncles, and people of the same bloodline on different sides. I hate that sometimes because of man's broken nature, it has to come to bloodshed.
So you don't think it did? You don't think the Civil War had to happen?
I don't. It genuinely did not have to happen, but it became necessary because each side was that committed to what they believed in, and that's the only unfortunate part. I genuinely don't believe certain things have to come to bloodshed. You ultimately make a choice. When you decide there is no other option except that one of us must no longer exist, that is when you have chosen war. And to me, when you get to that point, then at that point in time, it's much like war. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to the enemy. You're on that side. I now have completely different objectives about how to dismantle and replace your establishment in its totality. I would be a ruthless motherfucker on the war van, because I'm gonna call that nigga on the other side real quick and be like, hey, yo dog, listen. Y'all sure y'all want to do this? Because we finna get active on your asses. I'm telling y'all that right now. I see you, Dave. Don't fuck with me, man. Go home, Dave. Let's talk about this tomorrow. Go kiss Judy. Go on, sit down, Dave. Go on, have you a good meal. We can just do it like it. We can talk about this, Dave. Can't be no more talking. Click. Disconnect the lines. We active. It's whatever it takes to get to where we going. And I hate that it gets to that, because man destroying man, it's unfortunately a part of, again, man's broken nature. But we're so intelligent. We've built skyscrapers. We've created intimate networks of electronics and money management. We've changed lives. We've seen philanthropy and the opportunity to invest in other people's lives and just the greater good. Man is capable of great good. His pacificity allows him to be committed to great evil, because it takes active decisions to grow and move and consider the universe outside yourself to do a good act. It is selfishness. It is a desire for greed. It must be my way that leads man into his worst corners and caverns of what he's capable of doing, of what she's capable of doing. And this is no exception. We just haven't gotten to the bloodshed part yet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's unfortunate because I care
Well,
about other
But
things.
haven't we?
Pass the
though?
politics over here, okay?
But I said, say you preaching today, boy. Hey, let me know when the next sermon is. I'm in there. I'm in there. I'm gonna bring a congregation.
I'll bring the congregation.
We're gonna be 5 deep in the car. 5 deep.
Hey, man, he's snapping. It's crazy. So he keep it with him? Is that what he just told us? He keep it with him. That's crazy. Hey, he said never walk alone.
I know he said never, don't forget your Bible. With the good word. We got lunches after this, cause
Jesus Christ. The first lady in the back going crazy.
in the
She got
back.
pigs.
Like,
She got...
oh boy, you be preaching, boy.
Hey, yo,
Hey,
for the audience who
we
doesn't know,
we cut the same a little bit. We kind of cut the same.
We are. I genuinely believe that. I think that me and you are similar, and like one of the reasons I fuck with your energy so much is because we vibrate at a similar frequency, but it's like you're still in a portion where it's like part of your life is all. It's like me and you are the same in like how goofy and how like low key freaky we might be. Like ooh, she might. Let me show you a trick, baby. Like let Poppy show you something. Hello, wait a minute.
Lord.
Don't never walk alone. I'm trying to make sure you don't walk. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Never walk alone, never walk home, bitch. You know, walking it up.
Take the rest of your legs. So I told you need 45 minutes. Can't use them legs. They ain't no good. They ain't no good.
Yeah, she's like, I'm independent. I do what I want.
Ba-doom.
You know what? So did you say
Yeah,
you
fell
were
over.
cooking
Oh,
tonight?
you hate to see it.
So you said you got food here. Bet. Okay.
No, I like your energy for sure. I like you and Blue's energy and Koala's, but Koala and I can be juxtapositional sometimes, like on
No,
two
but
ends.
it's just that what's cool about it is that like you and Blue hang out more, and so do me and Koala. And then it's like when we're on here, I feel like Blue and Koala like are like
Sometimes
this, and then we're like
quickly.
this, and we're like,
Yeah.
so it like all makes sense when we all get together. We're like, I thought you were on my side.
Yo, I got a story about that because you betrayed me, but
I did not betray you.
Openly betrayed me.
You betrayed
Uh-oh.
me.
What happened?
We're talking about our energies. I was like, me and Walt, we kind of cut the same, and then I was like, but then when I hang with Blue or when I hang with you, I'm like, oh, it makes sense. And then when we get on the podcast, I'm like, Blue and Koala, walk Lakeita, and we just be like, ding ding, round one, let's get it. Just be like, oh Lord, I'm like, Blue, I didn't know that you thought like this. Why didn't you talk about this in Girl Talk? Like,
Girl talk.
Which we haven't had in a while.
I know, I've been busy.
Yeah.
I haven't even talked to myself.
Do you guys think that the podcast should have specialty episodes where it's like for like an episode, Lakeita and Blue, you guys host like 2 other like female guests and just ladies, and then like on episodes, me and Koala, we host 2 other guys and it's like just guys, like, you know what I'm saying? Just to get that perspective, because we have I like our show because of its diversity, because of these 4 different walks of life. But every now and again, being able to just get into like the epicenter of, okay, we over here for the female foolishness. Okay, we over here for the men's foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Like doing that, I think, just an idea. I'm just pitching.
Or shoot, yeah, I don't know. I'm cool. I'm cool with like all the ideas, like any way to spark anything.
Controversy. Any way to spark controversy and clip something. Blue, tell them about how you betrayed me.
I did
Oh
not
yeah,
betray
what's up?
you. No, okay, so Walt took me to breakfast with his family, right? Now Walt's been very focused.
Oh, look at here.
Wait.
Not like that.
Suck it, dick it now. minute now. Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll frame it, Blue, and then I'll drop
Understand what you?
it.
No, go ahead. Go
Listen,
ahead. You know I gotta talk a little.
so Blue and I have been working on some special projects. First of all, Blue is an exceptional woman, and she throughout a network of artists and communicators and different types of people, she plays pivotal roles for a lot of different people because she's just that kind of person. She not only does she lead her own stuff, she's more than capable of helping with other people's. So we've been working on a special project together, and I had her up late, and I was like, well, we need to actually start early in the morning.
Had her up late.
I know. I was like, I just want to do it. This is great.
All right, I'm
This
done.
is, and
All right, I'm
this
done.
is
That was
where
the last one.
this
That was
is
the
the
last one.
part.
So we were working late and we woke up early because I went and I picked her up from her house because I needed to start working earlier that day. But I had to stop off for breakfast with my family first. It was my entire family, my mom, my dad, all of my siblings,
shebang.
whole kit and caboodle. They were all there. Now I will drop it off for Blue to pick up.
Yeah, so my dude didn't tell me shit. Like I didn't tell me really a whole lot about his family because we were still like in business mode. So we spent like the ride talking about business and not so much preparing me for the family meeting. You know how when you get around your family, how y'all act a damn fool. Well, his family showed the fuck out.
And by that, my mother and father, just to be very clear, my mother and father are not atypical. You know how you get around somebody's family, they ask you very surface level questions or very general kind of community
Like, so
questions.
are you in school?
Yes, right. Are you in school? What do you do? How long have you been in the city? Oh, what kind of artistry do you do? So forth and so on. But my mother and father, much like me in some ways, are very cerebral people in that they're not just looking at the top. They are interested in how deep the rabbit hole goes. So in the casualness of the conversation, it got into Blue's life, Blue's family life, Blue's religious perspective, Blue's religious upbringing, Blue's spiritual self-awareness, how she's raising her child, just all in the first fucking
You
station.
told him about skirts.
The whole damn thing. The whole fucking thing. I love my mom and dad, but what the hell was that?
And then his dad goes, oh, Blue, he didn't tell you? And I was like, what?
Blue's my friend. Blue's my friend. As embarrassed as she may possibly feel, I hoped Blue would be like, oh, it's not that big deal, and kill me later. She then proceeds to turn to my family and be like, no, he didn't tell me. No, he didn't let me know. Sent me under the goddamn bus.
Didn't tell you what.
Like, just like a heads up, you know, like my family's gonna pry, you know, they want all the juice, and
and walks the fence.
I had
though,
a drink, but
and
no
walks
warning.
the fence though. He probably wasn't thinking about that. Like he probably like
Yeah,
because it's normal. It's normal to him.
Yeah,
I didn't even process. Oh, let me.
No, I definitely would have wanted y'all to be like,
But also, that didn't sound that crazy to me because I feel like those are the questions that I would be asking.
No, not this kind of
but you weren't there.
It was an investigation. It was an investigation.
It was open heart surgery.
Like no small talk at all. It was just like straight to the like.
It was to the meat and potatoes, like out the gate.
Like a therapy session.
Now that being said,
yes, a therapy session. It was therapy.
Listen, now that being said, my mother and father are good-hearted people. It was certainly not malicious in nature. Yeah. It was not an attack. That's not how my parents are built.
No, but that's just where your mom and them from. Where are they from?
It's less about where they're from.
Like, I think was it your mom or your dad? They were like, so were you raised in a cult? And I was like, and then his brother, his brother's like, are you Amish? And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Are you Amish?
It's interesting, Blue. You can't be mad at people because that's just mad interesting. Like, so you know what I'm saying? Like when
I just wasn't ready for that to be my first conversation with his family.
Right. And over breakfast.
I was thinking more like I was thinking more like pass the butter. Can I use the salt? Like things like that. I didn't know.
How was your Christmas?
Do
type
you like
shit. Like,
See,
rolls
but you know what
or
that
you a
means?
muffin?
All right, so let me break it down for you. When people talk to you like that's great because that means they're actually genuinely interested in you. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how you could tell somebody is just like really just into you. You know what I'm saying? They were like, man, this Walk brought this person like to, you know what I'm saying? So it's obviously somebody important because Walk probably just wouldn't just bring anybody, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
to breakfast with his family. So they were like, oh, who is this? Like, you know what I'm saying? So they were genuine. It sounds like they were like really, really trying to get to know you, which is
yes,
cool.
And they was
they
trying to
were.
find Walker wife. They was like, oh, okay, she up in here. Y'all know now. You know, black families be doing that. They be like, so why you
And I
ain't there?
told my family, I'm like, me and Blue, we work together. She's doing a great job again of like supporting some of my ideas and things I'm putting on paper because I can suck at that sometimes. I'm really bad at. I'm a great orator, but sometimes sitting down and really penciling my thoughts is hard. And Blue is a great resource for me in regards to like doing that. But it didn't matter. My mother and father were like, oh, so she's a woman.
That's what I'm telling you.
She's a
My
woman.
mama and them, man, if y'all spend enough time with my mama and them, it's a wrap. I'm
Oh my
embarrassed
God.
all year for the rest of the year.
Yeah, but that's because you're from Alabama, so.
What? Oh, but it don't matter where y'all mama and them from, but I'm from Alabama.
No, my mom and dad's
Shut
walk of life
up.
is completely different, but your family is from
The only reason
Alabama.
why I ask is because sometimes it is a southern thing. Like I know if people get around my family, even though my family in Alabama, they might ask you like one or two surface level questions, but for the most part, they're gonna talk to you like they've been knowing you for years, and then stuff's just gonna come out anyway because you're gonna be talking and have like an organic conversation. So
And
that I
he
can
hates
imagine you just,
alcohol. So
Yeah,
oh,
we were
that's
drinking like
always,
early.
ooh, that's always scary. I
mhm.
remember
I
like
had a
drinking alcohol
oh,
in front of somebody's parents, unless you see everybody like sipping.
Oh
I was
yeah,
sipping,
nah,
right?
I
I
wasn't
was
the
sipping
only
something.
one. Nah, for
Yeah,
sure.
no, I was
But
sipping
I
a little something.
definitely had
Mom
like a little
was.
Irish coffee.
Everybody was like little
I
Irish
remember,
coffee, something.
I remember my ex's mom, she was like, they don't drink alcohol, they don't do nothing. So we went to Applebee's one time and they had the specials. I was like, what's the specials? And normally I'm very respectful, but just because out of respect for them, I don't drink no alcohol in front of them, whatever. But this particular time, I needed a little drink because they was getting on my nerves. So the man comes around the corner. He's like, "You here go the specials." And I was like, "I would like," and she goes, "No alcohol over here." And I was
She got you out.
you better get your mama.
She got you out of here. That's funny.
She was like, "Alcohol, not over here." And I was like, "Ugh." Like, what do you even do? What do you do after that? It's like,
Yeah. Can I have your largest Long
try the
Island
biggest
iced
margarita.
tea?
You see what's going on. Like, what do I
Keep them
do?
coming. Don't
That's
stop.
always so scary. Like, not scary, but just trying to make sure you don't like embarrass the person that brought you there or something.
I wasn't worried
Just
about him. I was worried about me.
whoa. And the cat's out the bag. Dog. That's crazy.
He was
That's
fine. They
insane.
didn't care about him. He's family.
Yeah, no, I knew the game, but I just forgot the
To
plays. That's
lace
all.
me up. How many times?
But I feel like guys do. I feel like that is a guy girl thing at this particular moment because guys don't be. They be like, it's whatever, and girls are like, okay, look, girl, let me just tell you
Like,
right
no.
now,
Yeah.
my mama finna say this, my daddy finna do this, blah
She gonna
blah
say something
blah.
about this. I ain't trying to
Yeah,
tell you to put your coat on, but your shirt kind
but
of
I'm
low.
just letting
She
you
gonna have
know.
something to say about
Are
that.
you prepared?
I
Yeah,
will.
because I swear.
I'll admit, I was gonna say
Go
I'll
ahead.
admit that like for me personally, families don't intimidate me or scare me, but it's probably coming from a masculine place because I know like how I'm gonna walk in and carry myself as a man. I also have stopped meeting anybody I date's like family because I'm that kind of guy where it's like my execution is damn near so flawless with just the way I carry myself as a man that if we break up, your family never
Your
gonna stop like
family,
what happened
you
to
know,
Roger?
no,
What happened to
no,
that
for
nice
real.
man, that nice boy,
You
that
know,
nice boy you done moved on to 8 different boyfriends, had 3 baby
boy,
daddies, and they still
I'm
talking to me. They still want
now
to know.
let me tell you, yeah, that's true because
Merry
my mama,
Christmas, Merry
they ain't
Christmas,
raised
Roger.
on
We hope
food.
you come back by the family. You always family here.
Yeah,
That's some
yeah.
foul
I
shit to
hate
tell.
that.
No, that
You
happens
always
to me
family here.
all the
I
time. That
What?
happens
hate
to me all the
that.
time. They be
Trash.
like,
And you
well, yeah,
will
like
know.
even if y'all are not together, we could still like do lunch.
Yeah, and I'm like,
I
no,
don't
nigga.
think that's a
Like,
good
As
no,
idea.
your
my
healthy
ex mother still calls me to this day and be like she seen me in the store the other week and she wanted to hug on me and ask me how I was doing
Boy,
and
your
stuff.
son's
And I'm
grandmother?
like, I'm done with that.
Your son's grandmother?
No, what?
Oh, so like a complete different. Your
A
son's
different
grandmother.
ex.
Oh, like a different ex,
No, an ex mother, his mother, one of my
Yeah,
exes.
but he was
but
making sure
not
it
the one
wasn't
you
like,
had a
yo,
child.
Yeah, not with my no, not
Okay,
my.
yeah, that's weird. 'Cause I was about to say if it's if it's your son's grandmother, then you're gonna kind of have to expect that. But if it's
I
not,
don't have to do shit.
oh, wait, ooh, ooh, ooh,
I don't.
ooh,
I ain't got to do a
ooh.
mother.
You saw me ducked out. Okay, all right, we not doing
He's
that. Ooh,
like, boy.
Blue don't. Blue is not beholden to
Redford, don't
anyone.
play that shit.
No one. I am no one's
Oh,
dependent on
Redford,
nobody's
cut the
taxes.
fuck
The fuck,
down.
bitch,
He's
I'm the
like,
head
where's
of the
that cold
household.
front when you need it? Ugh.
Mm, Foul, foul, foul,
Cool.
foul. No, but that's real. That's true.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I'm not
Well,
fake. Like
you said something about hoarding. What's that about?
I said something about what?
Boring? Wait, hold on. This
Hoarding.
episode 1, y'all. It's episode 1, y'all.
I heard
Hoarding.
horny. Yeah, no, I heard horny, and I was like, I
You
said
I heard
that.
typing. You
whoring,
know what I'm
so
saying?
I'm about to say woo,
Oh,
Oh,
everybody
woo.
froze
whoring.
on mine.
Oh, yeah. See, I was like, oh, what did
Am
I
I
say?
frozen?
No,
No,
you're good.
No.
Um,
Okay. All of y'all froze at the same time on mine.
Koala looked like
oh.
he on the front of a mixtape cover.
Word.
Word. Be on the lookout.
that's the name of the
New
mixtape,
shit.
y'all.
New
Word.
shit coming out.
I'm tired of you bitch ass niggas.
Huh? No, but
I
I was
thought y'all
saying,
all planned it. I was like, they planned this freeze. I don't
Mm-mm.
like it.
No, but okay, hoarding, right? You wanted to talk about hoarding.
I was looking up the difference between the words. I don't remember where it came from. Boy, if you put that toy in that milk, I'm gonna throw this milk out. Um, I
That
was
was
looking
on
up.
That was. I feel like that was not the threat at all. I'm gonna throw this milk. I thought you were gonna be like,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
suck
throw
the
this
milk
milk at you. I
out.
thought it was
Okay.
something like,
He's
I'm gonna
I,
throw
recording
I
this
this
milk
did.
at
I
you.
realized like
podcast
halfway through that
and we'll be
sentence that I was
This-
being
and record a
he
recorded,
was probably just like,
and I was
okay.
like, let me not.
Okay. I was thinking the same thing. Like that wouldn't make me not
No,
throw
it's because
the stuff
I
in the
realized halfway through
milk.
that I was being recorded, and I didn't want to say anything. You
Goes
know.
on mute. Goes mute in between the sentence. If you throw this milk in the,
Yeah.
it comes back. All right.
I was like,
Don't
yeah,
do it no more. So yeah,
yeah.
well, you know the difference between what?
Hoarding and a hoarder. It's not really uh a lot, but a hoarder is a person who hoards things, right?
Okay.
However,
Stop
Okay.
while I can. I'm so sorry, Blue. I'm so sorry.
Yo, dumb.
All right. All right. I follow so far. All right.
I'm with you. What else?
I
Keep
wish I
going.
didn't hear the little chuckle. If I hadn't heard it, I could keep myself together. But
okay, a hoarder is a person
myself
who hoards
together.
things. However, hoarding is a disorder. Wait.
He said,
Even
mm-hmm. I'm
hoarding
sorry.
is a disorder. It's like a whole actual disorder. Um,
Okay.
so it's like a mental illness. But
You
like
know
you can be
somebody?
a hoarder. Huh?
You know somebody?
I don't know. I think we all have our things, like because you can be a collector. It doesn't necessarily make you a hoarder,
You
you
know
know.
what? I can see that. Do any of y'all have any collections of anything that you
Yeah,
feel
like
like you
like
want to
I
do?
I have a thing with paper. I keep all my papers. Like if I have paper, I have it like in a special spot and it's like labeled, but I keep all of my papers. I whether I
Ooh.
wrote on it, poetry, whether it's something, business wise or whatever it is, it's if it's paper, it's not getting thrown away.
And so you
I feel
what?
like we're gonna
Putting
look
it
through
in your
your.
computer or something maybe, or just
What'd you
period.
say? You're really low.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me now? Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
Yeah.
Oh, I got no. I'm
Can you
sorry.
can you can you do this for me? What like one time?
I
Like
got a real mixer over here, so I thought maybe the microphone was bad for a second. No, I was saying,
this
so
nigga.
like, are you ever gonna like scan all those papers into like a computer, or you just want to physically have the paper?
I like the physical paper. I like
Okay,
having,
okay, okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like I'm gonna open your paper drawer and the paper on the top is gonna be like, fuck this. Be a piece of paper that says that on there. You're like, oh yeah, this is a good one right here.
This is a good one.
I gotta keep this piece of paper.
It be like that sometimes. Like even like when I get the little fortune cookies, like I keep my little fortunes. I have like 3 of them in the back of my phone right now.
Mm. I
Yeah,
hate when those things. I did see that on your phone.
yeah.
Your case is clear, right?
No, it's black, but
Oh,
there's
but
little
you,
spaces.
yeah.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
I've seen one of those before. Hmm.
Yep.
I used to collect stuffed animals. I had like
Ooh.
over a collection of like 300 and something. And the
Okay.
reason why it was so
They're bad.
cool, yeah, it
Damn.
was bad. I literally just, I still probably got a good 50 of them, but I had to start like separating myself from them. Like, okay, it's time to donate, and I didn't want to, but my apartments wasn't that big.
Yeah.
But so like with Mardi Gras and stuff, we were always go catch stuffed animals and stuff like that. Like, so that was like my thing. It's like how many stuffed animals can I catch? How many little kids can I, reach in front of? All that. Like when I'm in Mardi Gras mode, F them kids, F everybody. It don't matter. Cause when I'm out there, I'm catching anything I can catch.
Walk, how are you feeling if you dating a girl around your age and you go to her house and she got a bunch of damn stuffed animals in the
Oh no,
room?
I didn't say they were out.
I didn't say that. I'm
See,
not talking.
I'm a
I'm just talking to Walk for a second. My bad. Guy talk for just a quick second.
I
It's
see.
nothing to do with
Here's the
Lakeita's collection.
see. I just shut the fuck
I
up.
was out.
I
You're not out.
just. Yo, can we please? We gotta drop that photo in the middle of the show.
No,
We
not
gotta have that because I saw it and it.
I'm
America,
looking like I
yo,
don't know. Look a
America.
little
For
suspect.
clarity, we are recording this on Skype. So if you're just listening to audio, you clearly haven't visited our YouTube page. Go over there for the snippets. But Blue just took a picture of the screen,
Because I
and
couldn't
I
see
saw
Roger.
Lakeita's stuck face. It was hilarious.
I
Damn.
didn't realize.
Bad.
I did
Bad.
not
I
realize
understand.
that.
Bad.
Oh my God. That
Oh
was
my gosh.
funny. Okay. No. So you asked about the stuffed animals. I have 2 answers, to be honest. My first initial is pretty sick. I thought to myself, I love an audience. But then the second part.
What? Nigga, you see that? He's all right, get. He's all right, let's get
We had 20
Yo,
we had
I mean,
21 minutes of the second video. Just remember that.
he said, "I'll clip that." He said, "Clip that." Listen, I'm over
timestamp.
here. I'm over here doing the business, grown man shit. I gotta dap the Beanie Babies up real quick. Y'all see how I get it in. To fuck with a real nigga. That Furby over there, eyes wide than a bitch.
All you see is Furby. I wanted one of those stupid things so bad. I wanted a Furby
Oh my
so
God.
bad. I never got a
Malibu,
Furby.
Malibu Barbie over there admiring the business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this grown man talk. You know what I'm talking
That
about?
is not that is not a stuffed animal.
No, but dead ass, I do think there's an age limit and like a number of stuffed animals limit. And so it's like if you're between like 18 and like 22, 23, I'm gonna let you get away with slightly more stuffed animals. Then if you're between like 23, 24 and like mid 30s, late 30s, you should have like again damn near one if not zero. Like if you got like 1, 2, I can live with that, but it should damn near be zero. However, ironically enough, after 35, if you're single and lonely and you have more stuffed animals, I understand. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I understand.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, I understand. You're lonesome too. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, you know what? I had the stuffed animal collection before I had. So
Before you had what?
Yeah, you in and
sorry,
out.
my dogs. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if
Oh,
it's me or
I thought you were
everybody. I
gonna
don't
say
know.
sex, but okay.
That's number 2.
Well, I used to love to
Try
smack them
try
things off the
That's
bed. You know what
not
I'm
what
saying?
we're talking
Like, get that
about.
motherfucker out of
number
here. Get that
She
motherfucker
said
out of
that,
here.
and
After
I didn't know what she was gonna say.
Yeah, before I had my dogs. After I had my dogs, I haven't had my stuffed animals like out. They just been in bags or whatever. But there's some
You ever
of
had
them
the
that are
dog in
sitting
the
there.
room?
Yes.
Dog in the room. That one's
Yes.
kind of weird.
Mm,
That one's
Yes.
kind of weird.
yeah, they be getting turned on. You be like, get
I
out,
don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know anything about
dog.
that.
No,
Well,
it's just
I know
dead stare of a
I've been
live
around
being.
dogs, but I don't think I've experienced that.
Yeah, no, it's just a dead
Yeah.
stare of a live being where it's like staring at you, and you and you know
No,
he's like
but
processing
I never let
what's
it
going
get that.
on
I
inside.
never let it get that far. That motherfucker got to get
You
out
ain't
or
never done
something.
doggy style in front of a dog.
I I
that's how
I
you do it.
it's
Hey, yo,
because like once
yo,
I see the dog
dog.
staring at me, like it throws my shit off, and the dog got to go. Like I can't have a
Dang.
dog. I can't have a dog staring at me.
That's when you gotta whisper in Shorty ear. Yo, can you tell your man's to dip real quick? I'm trying to handle
Why you
business.
putting her in a chokehold?
Nah, I'm pulling her hair. I'm pulling her.
You
Or
have
the
to put her
cat, or
in
if the
chokehold.
cat, the cat's gonna be like somewhere, just like up, laying somewhere, just looking at you, like
That
look
boy
at him,
perched up. He
just
got the
sitting there,
Nessie
just
Look
looking
at
at
him
out.
him,
fucking.
looking at him, just like looking
He
at
on
you,
top of the
like
bookshelf, just staring down at y'all fornicating.
I know, cat. Ugh.
Oh no!
While you're
That's funny.
fornicating. No,
Yeah,
but
no.
dogs are good. Dogs like to do this thing. Like I have two of them, so like they be trying to, like even just making out. Like they feel they can those pheromones that you release. Like dogs can sense it, so all of a sudden they'll start getting turned on too. And you're like and then you have to kick them out. I've seen it's not just my dogs. It's multiple dogs that I've seen do this
the
thing
hell,
where
what are you doing?
they
Why are you doing so
I
much
ain't never
around
did
dogs?
this in front of no
Why are
dog.
you doing all this stuff
no
around dogs?
like I was speaking on a more spontaneous note, not like on some like, okay, guys, we're all in the room, let's get it popping. Like no, it's like on some you watching TV. My dogs are probably chilling on the floor somewhere in here with us. It's my house. They can be where they want to be. And then if you start making out and you see get the popping, the dog's
They
like,
feel the
oh, and
energy.
you're like,
Yes.
oh, yeah, you gotta get out of here because they'll start trying to like be involved, and you're like, get out. And you kick them out. But I'm not saying like you
My
plan
dog.
to go do something and you're like, come in here with us. Want to see? Like, no.
It's just wow.
They
That's
correct.
really
Dogs
close
do
to
that. I'm telling you.
bestiality. I'm gonna be honest. Like
That's
having
what
your
I'm
dog
saying.
watch you
Like,
put the business in is
that's
really
what I'm
close
saying.
to
Like, you got to kick them
bestiality.
out. Like, you kick them out. But I'm saying, like, there's times when you're just chilling with your partner. Like, every time you do something, it's not always planned. So if
Hey,
you're just chilling in your own house and your dog just sitting on the floor chilling, like y'all cuddled up watching TV on the couch, your dog chilling on the floor, it's a family thing. You just chilling. Then you start making out or some shit. Your dog start getting turned on. You're like, oh, nigga, you got to get out. So you kick the
Hey, so
dogs
how
out.
often do you plan to have sex with someone?
But I'm just telling you, like, what
No,
dogs
no,
do.
I
I didn't
know.
say they're
No,
going to
I
sit
hear
in
you.
there.
I said like, how often is it like planned,
I,
and
I
how
guess
like
I'm speaking, that's how it
honest?
sounded like there was, like it was being
Poor
No, I
dogs,
get
scripted.
poor dogs. That's all I can say.
I know.
Poor little dogs.
But
Just
dogs
like on
do
a
that.
scale, like is it more
Y'all
planned
never
or
seen
more
a dog,
spontaneous?
y'all have never seen a dog get turned on because of the
I've never
pheromones you
had sex in
release.
front of a dog. No,
Yeah, no,
I
I
didn't
ain't
say
never.
I had sex in front of a dog. Are y'all listening to what I'm
I've
fucking
never,
saying?
I've never been in the vicinity of an animal while I was sexually engaged, whether we were
oh, you
Man,
ain't
fucking
never been
or
on a
kissing.
farm
you ain't
then.
never kissed
You ain't,
no
you ain't
nigga
never
in
been
front
on
of
a
his
farm.
dog. You
No,
so you ain't done no nigga with no pets.
no.
Okay,
Oh
then
well, then that's what it
that's
is.
our explanation. Yeah. No, I've been
Yeah,
dated
like, cause
girls
I
with
was
pets
like,
and
y'all
stuff
have
like
been
that.
like I'm crazy.
Shorty
No,
lived
I had
on
a
a farm.
friend.
You know
No,
what I'm
I had
saying?
this one guy. He was trying to holler at me,
Lived on
and
a farm.
he invited me inside his house. And when I went inside his house, it smelled like a dog. And I was like, nah, nigga, let me use the restroom and I gotta go. Like, fuck, I'm not gonna even
Yeah,
sit on the fucking sofa. It was
yeah.
bad.
Don't let your house smell like your pets.
No,
That's a
yeah,
fight.
no.
It's also a constant fight. But don't let your house smell like your pets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
my
was
mama,
about that.
my mama, oh, she strict on no house smells. She be like, I don't want no house smell. And if you
Mhm.
don't know what that means, I'm sorry, but I get it. I
Yeah.
took that with me through my whole life. You don't want
Ridiculous.
no house smell because it get in your clothes. You can't get it out your clothes. Next thing you know, you walk around people, they ain't gonna say
Next thing
nothing.
you know, next
And
thing,
no one's
not
gonna
next
say,
thing
Yo,
you
Shorty from
know.
Alabama for real, bro. Like she
Hey,
said,
my
next
mama
thing
raised
you
me well.
know.
My house always smell
Get
good.
it
People
in
used to
your
be like, you
clothes.
got
Next thing
dogs?
you know, next thing you know, you a dog. What? What?
Lord
Oh,
have
shut
mercy.
up.
Lord have mercy.
Next thing you know, you a dog. No.
Oh my God, bro. That's funny.
Uh,
Hoarding. I don't
the
know.
only thing I hoard is digital. Like I don't have any physical like collections of anything.
Yeah, there's things I clearly need to delete that I'll never use that I won't.
Yeah.
I think I don't have a hoarding problem, but I do like collections.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if I'm gonna do something,
That's
I
the
gotta go
safe
all
way.
out.
Uh-huh.
No, because I can detach from something quick. Like it's not like a but I don't want those away because I have to clear out my
You hear
closet
what
every 5 seconds.
you
Like
hear what she just
do the
said, Koala?
wardrobe.
She don't love these hoes. I can detach quickly. I'm not attached.
No, like hoarders, I feel like they try to find reasons to keep it, and I'm just like, no,
I don't even
like
think
I
they
don't
try to
find
find a
reasons.
reason. They just think there might be a reason someday.
Or
Like, you know what I
that,
mean? It's
yeah.
not there ain't even no reason, but maybe one day, like I'm gonna need this, and if I throw it away, I'm gonna be like, damn, I threw that out. Like
Damn,
Or I won't have it.
toothbrush.
Yep.
I'm the
Yeah, so
opposite of that.
I ain't on
I
that
probably
level.
throw too much shit away.
That's how my mama is. She be like, microwave, don't need it. And you're like, what?
Yeah, I don't like a lot of
That's
clutter.
funny.
I'm a kind of
Yeah.
OCD like that. I don't like too much shit.
Yeah, no, clutter, I can't deal with
Now,
that.
I will say this. While I'm not necessarily into clutter, I do believe in controlled chaos. So, like, sometimes my house is a mess or it's disheveled, but it's not because like I can't clean it. It's not because, oh, there's like just a mess and it's all over the place. It's like that there's an energy vibrating around me and I'm very, very productive in that space. I'm serious. Like, when it's all nice
I
and neat and
believe
all
you.
in boxes and shit, I can't freaking focus. I need just a little chaos to get it to spark, you know?
Oof. That sounds like my sister. I can't be doing that.
Yeah, because like when
Like
it's
I
like
need
clean,
my
I'm
stuff
like, what am I
together.
doing in this clean environment? What is this? This bookshelf is perfectly perpendicular to the fucking wall.
But
I don't even
overall,
read.
but
Breathing.
overall, you want to know where things are. Like
Of
overall,
course.
like even though there's a chaos, like the fact of the matter is that you know like where everything is. So if
Exactly.
anything, because if anything ever got moved, like that chaos would be too much. You'd be like, oh well, shit, this shit's not where it's supposed to be, right?
Right.
Interesting.
Very true.
Yeah,
Very true.
I don't like digging for stuff.
Bro, the masks, bro. These damn masks, bro. I can't tell you how many times I done misplaced masks, lost
Yeah, me
them,
too.
left without one, and had to come back and get the bitch. And oh man, I'd be
Get
mad.
the
I'd be
bitch.
Get the
mad about
bitch.
these masks.
Had to come back and get the bitch.
I had to start just like leaving some in my car, like you know what I'm saying, and like have some in the house, like just leave them everywhere because I.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the one thing for sure. You like, damn, forgot my mask.
Or you wash them hoes and they get like socks and disappear. Like nigga, I know I put 4 masks in the washing machine.
Right in
I only
here.
got 3. Like the
Where
fuck?
they at? Who eating masks around here? Explain
Yeah.
yourself.
Goddamn dryer. The fuck?
Did y'all hear about the dude that blew up the trailer in front of AT&T in
No, please
Tennessee?
talk to us.
Bruh, apparently this man who is kind of like really into conspiracy theories. Like he was a real chill dude. They said he wasn't never bothered nobody. Of course, that's how it
What
always
was
goes.
his race?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Right about
Right.
white.
Yeah,
Right about
yeah.
white.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, there was a white dude, and he was in So he was like all into conspiracy theories or whatever. So he had a theory about freaking out about the 5G coming out. And so he was just like, forget this. Like, I don't want, like, we don't need no 5G. Like, I ain't getting no phones. Like, he was starting freaking out, covering up the little uh, cameras, like how they always do. So that's what the verdict really was saying, because they don't really even know, like, the real reason why he did it. So this nigga built a bomb in his house, put it in one of those RV trailer things, drove in front of the AT&T store downtown, and had like a megaphone and some other things on the van that announced like, "Get out the way! This thing's gonna blow up in 15 minutes." And he was like warning everybody because he didn't want to kill nobody. He just wanted to blow up the technology. But it was actually like a terrorist attack, kind of, because he killed himself. Like he stayed in there, and when the bomb went off, like he killed himself too. So he blew up the RV trailer in front of the AT&T. The AT&T blew up. People were staying in some lofts above AT&T. They were like, some people got injured, but nobody died except for him. And now all the AT&Ts have to have security at all their stores. So my question was, is there anything that y'all have that will push you to that damn limit?
I'm not. I plead the fifth.
Yeah, why would I give up
I know,
my
I know.
greatest
I
asset?
was just trying to see, can I get to know y'all a little bit better?
I'm gonna
But
say
I don't
no. I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
know.
I mean, here's the
Shit at
thing.
all.
When you sit down and you decide that you are going to construct something, that is going to cause mass damage and quite possibly casualty, that's a different level of premeditated murder. And I think that that's oftentimes like overlooked when it comes to like mental health and stuff like that. Like it's one thing to like have a gun and be like, all right, cool. I know I decided this nigga Darion gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like that's different. You know what I'm saying? Because you're like it's very targeted and stuff like that. That's the difference between like black people and white people. A black person bring a gun into the school and start shooting. He was aiming at somebody. There was a person or a group of people they were aiming at. White people ad hoc, just like fuck it, everybody die. Fuck it, everybody die. All of a sudden, all of you can go. You know? The whole school going with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. I just think that it's funny that he sat there, said 5G is going to try to take over. So what I'm going to do is build a bomb. And then, hold up. If I'm not mistaken, it wasn't like a company building, a satellite tower, or anything else like that. It was a random brick and mortar store, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and then they were saying like I guess some of the towers nearby did get messed up a little bit because the way he did it was the downtown one. So it was like it did get messed up a little bit, but obviously they got the money. It came right back on. Everything's good. And now
Hey,
that
honey.
nigga gone.
Hey, honey. No, I'll be home at 6. No. I said I'll be. Oh shit. Drop call. Wait a minute. Baby, you got me? Okay, yeah. Like I said, I'll be home at 6.
Yeah, and
that's all he did. A couple drop calls.
And then was I'm sending out a message. Right. I was like, damn.
So when things like that happen, in like psychology, they say it's really just an elaborate plan for suicide. So really, all they really want to do is kill themselves, and then they build it, and so people will build this huge like scheme around why, and they'll but all it really boils down to is like suicide. Like they wanted to kill themselves, so that's how they decided to do it.
Wow. I love myself.
Right.
Well, rest in peace to that.
No, facts.
Mentally unwell, and prayers out to anybody who was negatively affected by this experience, and check on your strong friends because they may actually be weak and building a bomb in a trailer.
Oh, okay. She said, okay. Okay.
Ridiculous. What's our timestamp? Where we at total?
Like an hour 30, hour 40. Yeah.
Okay. No, wait. But we were recording before, so how much have we actually been recording?
Yeah, we've been in this call for almost 2 hours.
We've been in this call for almost 2 hours. How long was the first call?
In its entirety, right? Because we started at...
I got hour 10.
Yes.
It's all one call. What do you mean?
No, he stopped recording and started again.
Recording, but the call never ended.
Let's just remember... We started at 1, okay?
Yeah, this second recording is at 36 minutes.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I wanted to ask.
We stopping at 4, like, I don't...
No, because you eat your food. You ain't getting no juice. Go eat your food.
I want to clip all the Blue Mom moments.
Milk, juice.
And make a compilation so bad.
Don't put that thing in that milk before I pour it out.
It's going to be terrible when it's streamlined because it's going to make her look like she's like a rough mom. But it's not that. It's that
she's like real rough. Like, she's always dealing with some shit. No, that's not.
But like it's going to make it seem bad. But so we actually need to clip in like moments of her like really loving her son to offset the foolishness. But I think to offset the foolishness of like, yes, baby, go on, lay your head here on mama. And then the next cut should be, go on and throw that milk. I swear to God, I'll beat you up.
I'm going to pour it out. Everybody all the milk lovers like, no.
Somebody gonna put that shit on the peak. I'm gonna pour it out. I'm gonna pour it out.
I cannot.
So I want to talk about Blue's topic that she had thrown in there because I think it was really, really good about managing money and family, like money and relationships and stuff like that. So like we're all in independent ventures. We're in a joint venture, of course. And I don't know about y'all, but I could see a world where the podcast, goes super global, where our personalities and our energy and XYZ just has enough bubble underneath it that people are like, man, we want you to know, like, do what other major podcasts do, which is, start touring, maybe after COVID, do arenas and stuff like that. We'll be coming into money and business relationships. Like he'd already over here getting all the free salads at Salada. just milking the Salada for what it's worth.
You know what? People reach out to me for random stuff. Like literally yesterday, I took over the Instagram of a podcaster in Austin, and she was like, "Just take over my Instagram for a day." So of course I shared ours, and I just.
I was about to say, ¿cuántos cientos, por favor? Donde?
No, no siento, cientos. No.
Cero.
But I just feel like it's
Cero.
cool.
Mi amiga. No,
No
okay.
cientos.
Koala's
I
gonna
just
be
feel like it's
producing
cool stuff.
fire. He's gonna get Logic is gonna want to come and have him doing beat
Who?
contests and stuff.
Who?
Logic, like Logic X Pro.
Oh, I thought you
Okay.
were talking about the rapper. I thought you were talking about the rapper.
Yeah,
Oh,
me
I was
too.
like, what?
For a second, I was like,
What?
Logic
It's like
Pro.
Logic doing what?
No.
I don't even know how to use Logic. That'd be hilarious if they did that.
You use Ableton, right?
Yo, because I don't know shit about Logic.
I'm out in the corner crying. Why didn't they choose me? Like, I fucking use Logic.
And no, because this is what they're gonna say. Koala's gonna say, no, I don't use Logic. And then they're gonna ask, well, do you know anyone who uses Logic? And he's gonna be there, and you're gonna like be there in the wing. He's gonna
So
be like, no, nobody
no,
comes to mind.
doesn't ring a
No,
bell.
I really don't know that many talented individuals other than myself, and I use Ableton. So,
Well, look, hit me up in 10 years. Maybe I'll find somebody.
oh my God, that's funny.
Oh,
All
wow.
I'm saying is this, right? Like, at what point in time, at what tax bracket, at what dollar amount do you feel like personally in your life, there's going to have to be a management level or change in relationship level with most individuals based on the idea that they're going to probably start to want a certain level of access to you. They're going to start to feel like they're entitled maybe to a certain level of your development because they've been a part of your life. Like, at what tax bracket, what number do you think is going to start to have the people around you show their true colors? Me, I think anything over 500,000, I think I'm gonna see people start to stir around just a little bit.
I mean, that's if you're putting your information out there.
It's a change in the quality of life. It's oftentimes seen unless you insist on not driving around in a Lambo, Koala.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I'm,
know,
I'm
They'll see
definitely.
This
your,
part,
they'll
this
see your
part is
growth.
part of the reason why I would be doing that, just because motherfuckers start pocket watching the more you showcase your money.
Yeah.
Now, I be me and the Salvation Army. I'm faithful to them. You ain't finna see me rocking no name
you over
brands.
here getting resale.
Loyal.
That'll be 42.55. Is that all? Okay.
I
Here's
think
my black card.
I think I try to do as much as I can, regardless of whatever tax bracket I'm in, and so I'll probably continue to do that. So as I rise, I would like continue to just do as much as I can for the people that I can. So
Yeah.
I don't think it'll ever get to an amount where people might like, I don't know. I
They
think
probably
people
still a bunch of random people that you ain't even really rocking
for
with.
sure,
So,
yeah. So yeah, some
Probably
people
but
just come out
the.
for what
but it's
works.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like you still we do everything ourselves anyway because we're indie artists and we're indie people, whatever. So it's like I don't think anything. If you keep the right mentality, like we should progress the way we should. And like, the people that's around right now, if they start acting funny, that might hurt a little bit. But then you got to make adjustments. Then you got to do what you got to do along the way. But the people that I feel like the most crazy thing that's gonna happen is just a bunch of random people like coming out of nowhere. Like you said, people that think that they're instrumental to your growth, but weren't even there from the jump. And
Right.
then you don't really have to entertain it like we aren't now. So it's like I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
I
not gonna
don't.
let niggas in my business, so I'll just be a billionaire sitting at the fucking open mic, sipping on my tequila sunrise that was $5.32. You know
That's
what I'm
five
saying?
dollars
Yeah.
and 32
I
cents.
learned the same thing I'm doing now, minus the driving and minus the
Low
hopping house.
key.
Man, y'all heard about Dr. Dre?
Yep.
It
Yeah.
happened.
Dr. Dre.
What the fuck is a brain aneurysm? That's like one of them things that could just
The
happen
one you
out of
have
nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
He died.
No, no, no,
No,
no,
he is
no,
Yeah.
alive.
no.
Dr. Dre got keep me alive money.
But a brain aneurysm? Like that's what the fuck?
It did
Yeah.
it burst or something?
I think it is when something bursts in your head, like you like a blood vessel or something
But
crazy bursts in
Like
your
you
head.
can catch it. Yeah, you can catch it. Like there are signs you can catch it. It's like having a stroke.
I was just
Yeah.
gonna say the symptoms of a
It's
stroke.
a clot. Yeah, in your brain. It's a clot. It's something that you
Yeah.
can catch, but it's very finicky.
Brain aneurysm, according to medical MD, a weakness in a blood vessel in the brain that balloons and fills with blood. Most intracranial aneurysms occur between the underside of the brain and the base of the skull. The aneurysm can leak or rupture, causing life threatening bleeding. Symptoms include A whole lot of stuff. Nausea,
Dizziness.
vomiting, bleeding, dizziness, light sensitivity, headache, stiff neck, thunderclap, headache.
Thunderclap.
There's only one thing I make clap like thunder.
And now you didn't want to be
God.
contacted with thunder. It goes.
Blue? Oh, my hands when I praise Jesus.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Lakeita's nasty. Look at it. Look at Lakeita being nasty. I wanted to talk about Christ. I don't know what you are.
I wanted to talk about the Lord.
The Lord. Look, God is good.
All the time.
All the time. Oh my God, that's funny. Yo, they gonna think we some heathens. Look at these godless black heathens running around. One of them used to be in a cult. The rest of them just don't respect the Lord Almighty.
Don't put me in your bullshit.
That's funny. No, but yeah, Dre. I pray to God Dre gets well soon. You know, he was dealing with a lot of stress as well. What with the divorce between him and his wife. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, those things can increase your blood pressure and consistency. It's probably always there, which is one of those weird things about a brain aneurysm, because they can be like, you know, it happens when it happens kind of thing. Unless you're a regular, like, you have to think about the access to certain levels of medical and like healthcare. It would be really nice to get a random CAT scan, you know, maybe every 2 to 5 years, to just check under the hood, and I mean really get under the crane, on the brain of it, is everything normal in there? You know what I'm saying? But that type of procedure, 9 times out of 10, even with full comprehensive, you know, insurance, still runs you 5-10 grand per person who goes to get it. And it's one of those moments where it's like, okay, I could go into there and find nothing, or I could go into there and save my life. Do I bet $5,000 to $10,000 against it? Me, if I'm a millionaire, my whole family, we going and getting full medical done on us, just in case. Just in case. You know what I mean? So, you know, shouts out to him and prayers to him in his recovery. Yeah, be lucky though, because most people who get them brain aneurysms drop dead, and that's the end of the story. It'd be because that level of bleeding you don't even really recognize, and then even then it's under your you know, your skull, so they have to do brain surgery, all that kind of stuff. Just go left real quick. Don't take much.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Y'all thought we forgot about
prayers to you. Oh.
Nowadays, everybody want to talk like they got something to say.
Yeah, we know the song.
Speaking of which, speaking of splits, I don't know if y'all heard, and I don't want to be, first of all, America, I don't want to be Mr., you know, oh, this is what's in the media, but I think it's interesting because it still goes into mental health and everything else like that. Kim and Kanye are officially divorcing each other.
I know. What the?
Yeah. So, number one question to everyone in the room: did you see this coming?
Yes.
I hope.
There's only so much somebody can take.
I had no thoughts on it.
But it's only so much somebody can take.
What the cult's done to you? How they took you.
Fuck you.
Like I saw it possibly coming, but I also thought like maybe after he kind of started feeling well and getting better, that it would be okay.
I don't really care, cause like at this point, all these celebrities and they bullshit and they marriages and shit. Like motherfucker, look at fucking Cardi B and what's that nigga name?
Offset.
Yeah, like them niggas. Well, weren't they like he cheated on her and then they was apart? And now them niggas married and she bought him a car. Like what the fuck is going on?
She said she'd be lonely sometimes.
Man, I don't have time for the bullshit. I'm trying to get there.
She do be keeping it honest though. She was like, you know what? I don't feel like starting over with no new nigga. Here's a car.
Hell no.
But to cheat and get a Rolls Royce is maybe one of the greatest come ups of all time. It's maybe.
He's on the phone with his friend. He's like, yeah, I know, 6 times. I know. Hey, try it, bro. I'm telling you.
That's a literal started from the bottom. Now we here. Like literal.
She like left. Oh no.
Damn, it's just the three of us. All right, everybody, shit talk Blue, go.
Oh,
I'm fucking with y'all. Don't do it.
I'ma slide. I gotta get mine right, cause she had the nerve to send that screenshot. Okay. And I'm not looking my best. Oh no, this is war.
Koala, what's the most petty thing you would divorce a woman for?
petty thing.
Petty.
I
Like
would,
it really
what
doesn't
you
matter,
mean?
but if it's pissing you off enough, you go ahead and call this a rap.
Boss.
I mean, I feel like if we got to the point where I was divorcing her, I feel like it wouldn't be something petty, right?
You would hope, right? But then what you
Like, come on, man.
you would hope,
Like,
you know.
not divorcing.
You never clip your toenails. I'm out. That'd be dumb.
I'm gonna be honest. Probably the most petty thing I would divorce somebody for is if I'm dating you, or if we get married and we have kids, X, Y, Z, that's all great. My personally, if you let your personal hygiene fall dramatic.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not talking. Yeah, like, and it's like on like a personal wave of it's like, you know, like if it's a mental health issue and you're clearly it's a cry for help, I'm here for you. I'm here to support X, Y, Z. But if you're like not having a mental health issue and you're deciding to just not take care of yourself,
You know what? And
That would be
a
a mental health issue. That would be literally a mental health issue.
no. But if the person
No,
is
some
confirmed,
people
right?
don't.
If we figure out, oh no, you're just deciding not to take care of yourself at some point in time.
That would be a mental health issue. Like, even
No,
if the
that's
person
what I'm
consciously
saying.
decided, like, that would be something wrong with that person. Because
No,
like,
some-
because your basic, like, taking care of yourself is like it ties into like your self-worth. So, like, you know what I'm saying, that you want to like take care of like yourself, and if you decide you don't want to, it would like literally mean like you like don't care about yourself
don't
to a
value
certain extent.
yourself.
Yeah, that is a mental
Cause that's
disorder.
how I look at it. If I see a nigga acting like that,
Super
I'm like,
depressed people do that. Like, a super depressed
Yup.
person will stop taking care of themselves. So
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though, and a lot of people are gonna be mad at me. As it deteriorates, one day she's just gonna be sleeping in the bed. I'm gonna bring the garden hose in, just gonna.
Get up.
I love you. I told you already. You need to take a shower. Let's talk about this. What's wrong? But we not doing this. We not doing this. What's wrong with you? What the hell is going on here?
I love it.
I've been with you for how long before you turn over? It's a joke. It's a joke.
Oh.
Support your individuals who need mental health assistance. It's a fucking joke. But
No,
I'm just
I
saying.
feel you though. I don't know about the. I mean, if it was like there was no hope after you tried to
Listen,
help.
because at this point in time, I'm
That
going to
is-
ask the question: is it better for me to spray you down with a hose, or should I just go ahead and divorce you? Because clearly, I've tried everything else. I've been participatory in trying to support my queen, who I'm already married to. Like, it's not a matter of I'm stuck, but at this point in time, I'm now choosing to engage with you. When do I stop choosing? Because what about my health? What about what happens to me? That's where I get into like the idea of like passive abuse. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't take hitting somebody to abuse your partner. It doesn't take hitting them. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of passive ways you can abuse your partner if you're just being an inconsiderate dickhead.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you have to
if
get
you're
like
not
really
taking care
far.
of yourself when we're bound to each other, I could perceive that as a form of abuse. I'm at that point in time, I do believe the two become one. So it is up to each of us, unless there's some serious issue, which is why, when you get to the point where you're that old and your significant other, maybe they start to soil themselves because of incontinence or something else like that, and y'all love each other enough to change each other's diapers and so forth and so on. That's a different type of love. That's a different type of we together. There ain't no XYZ. You don't make no jokes about it. It's just, baby, you need to go to the bathroom. Let me help you get up. You know what I'm saying, y'all?
Oh yeah,
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful because there's an understanding, there's a clear understanding. But if there's a like absolute dissidence, if there's somewhat like malice or a sinister disregard for how you affect your significant other, and over a length of time, everybody got their day. Everybody got their day where it's like, I can't do this no more. I can't do it no more. So, not to make it too jokey, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to make it too jokey, but at the same time, it's like when you're with somebody, it is partially your job to take care of yourself because that is part of taking care of the unit. You know what I'm saying? It's the same way women feel when it's like your man's is out there risking his life unnecessarily. You know what I'm saying? Whether he dope dealing or just being violent or XYZ, it's like, don't you know if you died, how it would affect me? Don't you know what would happen if something happened to you because you was out there just doing dumb shit?
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how I feel. So it starts with a shower, but where does it end? And I do agree with you, Koala.
About what?
Yeah, that.
Mental health aspect, that it is probably tied
yeah.
to some mental health, but at the same time, it's like you gotta fight, man.
Okay, how we got.
What if she just decides she want to stop like shaving and like doing all like the womanly things that she normally do, but she still She still
She,
bathes.
yeah, no, I'm cool with that. I might not hit it as often, but that's just life. Don't be
He's
attached.
she's like, come on. He's like, who, me? Oh, nah, baby. Nah,
No.
baby.
Hey, Pop, you know
I,
what you be done? Hey, baby, it's
once a
Tuesday. It's
week, baby.
Tuesday.
Once a week.
It's Tuesday. We took care of that yesterday. I was participatory. It felt good, right? All right, I'll see you next week. Quit playing with me. If you want more, you know what you got to do. But you don't want to do that. So I'll see you next week. I love you.
Dang.
I love you, your hairy ass. I love you. Gotta give her like real
Hairy
quick kisses so she can't
She
run
got
away.
she got a mustache. she got a mustache.
Yo,
Oh! Woo!
here,
Oh.
baby. Let me comb your mustache now, baby. I love you. I love everything you are and everything you not. Right now, you not bearable. Got the corners. Dead ass.
Might be bearable. Looking like a little wildebeest over there.
I
I
mean,
don't
no, here's
know.
the thing. I'm gonna be honest. At a certain level of upper lip hair from a woman, it becomes art, and I might let it pass. If Shorty's got handlebar mustache, like it's like clearly groomed, and it's her thing, like yo, I can't do nothing about it. I have high testosterone, so I decided to claim it and own it for myself. I might let that rock. Depends on her personality. What's she into? What's she doing the weekends? You know what I'm saying? She gonna put me on beard game? We gonna have beards together?
Oh
That's
my
crazy.
gosh.
That's
Oh,
wild. That's wild.
whoa. You
And,
the nigga
and
that
and
goes
that would
to
be
the
a certain level
circus.
of love, of non-traditional love. You know what I
I
mean?
don't
You the
understand
nigga that
hair.
goes to the circus to see
Taboo.
the
Like
bearded woman and it's all
it's
like, oh,
hair.
She's gorgeous. She's beautiful. I love her spirit. I love her spirit. She spoke to me before with no words.
oh my God, is she a ginger? That
Yo,
freaking
not a
out.
ginger. Yo, not
Is
a
she a ginger?
ginger. Oh my God.
It's giving me lumberjack vibes. I don't know.
That's crazy. That's
I
crazy. Shorty got an axe over her shoulder, and that's my thing.
think. Are you wearing plaid? Is that plaid?
Love
Oh,
wearing them colors.
a combination of like the hygiene, and then I think there's people that you might. Well, I don't know if you marry somebody, you would hope that they know you. But I think that if there's times where it's been proven where it's just like you don't get it, you just don't get it. That'll probably make me like divorce somebody.
Yeah, but I feel like that would
If
be
it was
building
like that.
stability ahead of time.
Sinner.
That's what I said. That's what I
Oh,
said.
we're talking about outside of the confines of Christianity. Thank you, Koala
Yeah, I
Khool.
don't believe in divorce, but I'm
I don't
saying
believe in
like
divorce either.
you asked what would be like a petty reason, I guess you could say.
Yeah, exactly. A petty reason. Exactly.
But like I don't believe I believe in like trying to stick it out, fight it out.
For sure.
So I don't want to get on divorce, man.
Okay, so here's
Why
oh
not?
big question. Big question. You guys, you come home one day, right? Everything's straight. Your man's or your woman's in the kitchen cooking, blah 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 blah. XYZ. Then you're like, oh hey, how was your day? Blah 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 blah. Oh, it's good, cool. You're sitting, you're minding your own business, XYZ. You go to your phone. You go to your banking app, and your assets are completely gone. There's nothing left. And you look at your partner, and they're like, what happened? And they tell you the truth. Yeah, I gave it all away. I gave it all away.
Wait, what?
When niggas
Yeah.
get slapped, the fuck?
Aw.
What?
No, I gave
Nigga,
it.
she getting
No, no.
checked. She getting checked into a mental hospital, and I'm getting my money back.
First of
No, no,
all,
no.
Period.
I believe
first of
I
all,
was
I'm
called
gonna
to
have
give.
things that I keep to myself, anyways.
But whatever
Everything
the
else
joint
you
is,
Oh,
get to.
whatever the joint is, I gave it all away. There's at least six figures over there. At least six figures.
Oh yeah,
I
niggas
gave
get
it. Well, just go get it back,
slapped.
my nigga. What you think? You think you're gonna tell me? Oh, it's okay, honey. My shit. The fuck? I just gave it away. Well, you finna just go get it back. Matter of fact, we finna get in the
Don't
car
come
right
back
now.
till you get it back.
Stop number one. Run it. We just gonna run around to everybody you gave it to.
No, I would have her
He was.
committed, and then I would get the money back. Because I
Mm.
would be like, you're literally having a mental breakdown if this is what's happening. I'm about to call somebody to come get your ass, and let me go get them. Let me go talk to the bank, let them know you in the hospital, and we need that shit put the fuck back right
That
now.
shit back. She's not
Clearly,
well. She's
something's
not
wrong
capable
with
of taking
you.
Right? Yes, that's exactly what
But
happened.
listen, but if she sent it through Cash App, your ass fuck. Cash App won't never let you get your money back. They be like, oh, you
It's
sent it to
on
the wrong
some.
person, and they
I
accepted
could
it.
just
Oh,
see.
that's crazy.
I could just see him walking in, and she'd be like, "Yeah, I gave it all away." He's all, "It's worse than I thought." Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get you.
Because I would
have
say
pills
why.
before
I
I
would
work
say
out.
why, and whatever the response would be would just sound wild, crazy to me, and I would have to. I would be like, no, you're fucking nuts. Like what? You're having a mental breakdown.
But you're only asking why just so you can say that. Because I know that no matter what she says about
I
giving
need
his money away,
right, no matter what she says, but
it
I need to
doesn't
hear.
matter.
I need to hear like what it is. Like you know what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
I literally got to know where mine's at. Right. You know what I'm saying.
yeah. You're writing it down. You're like,
Right.
So
Yes, I need some.
filling out the mental, the institution application. Okay, so and you say you did it because, okay. That your last answer. The nigga like married to the damn mental institution. Sir,
Yeah.
we checked her brain. Nothing's wrong. No, something got to be wrong with her because she gave all my doggone money away. Y'all gonna take her. I ain't leaving here with her.
I feel like there's safeguards against that, isn't there? Like, can anybody
Like a
just do that?
prenup.
No. Like, I mean, even when you have like a joint account with somebody, I don't think like one person could just like
Oh, like
take all
liquidate
the
the
money
account. I
like
don't think
that.
so.
I don't think they
I
can
think
just
it's
do
probably has to be like a dual signature, a dual sign
Mhm.
off.
that.
Yeah, and that's how you keep stuff like that from happening is after a certain amount being liquidated all in one day. You know what I'm saying? And you have to both be there to sign for it and
Like the
agree.
bank ain't calling me and to see. Oh, there'll be mad calls. Like first the hospital, come get this chick. Then I'm calling the bank. We cursing them out like nigga, I ain't get no phone calls all
Right.
day. You been cash
John.
apping niggas all day and you ain't
Right.
yo, you ain't
All day.
and you
John.
ain't send me one alert.
John, the fuck you mean the money gone, John? John, I was at your daughter
You didn't get no text
quinceañera. I
message
don't
from
understand why.
nobody.
You would let
And then
my
nobody
wife.
and then nobody asked you like, bro, you sure? Like everybody took it. Everybody took the money. Nobody nobody
Everybody,
asked was she crazy.
yo, where's your husband?
Everybody was like, thank you. Like nobody asked. Where's your husband? Oh, I'd be pissed. I wouldn't even know what to do.
Crazy hour.
You know,
Oh, I'd be pissed.
you know what a pimp would do.
Make her go
Out that
home.
corner. Hey, you back out there on that corner?
What?
You gonna earn it, baby.
Buddy,
So walk it off.
a pimp would never have that problem because he would never give any of his hoes
That much more.
Access to his account.
access to the account. That's crazy.
Are you?
Most pimps get 100% of the money and then they just pay for everything that their hoe needs to live. That's crazy.
Mm.
But they'll keep all the money. Like that hoes don't get paid.
Yeah, because you don't want her to start building up capital, and now she's going to school at community college instead of doing the whole stroll, and now she got an education, and so she done decided, I don't have to suck dick no more. You know what I'm saying? I want to be up. I'm educated.
I want to be up.
Which, by the way, just to be very clear, because I know I'm going to get clipped and murdered for that, I'm not talking about consensual sex workers. I'm talking about people who manipulate women or men or anybody into the sex worker business without their consent or without their regard for their humanity. If you are deciding to be a hoe with a pimp, get your money and live your life.
Yeah.
Get his money, but live your life.
Get you a finesse
Make
pimp.
his
Don't
money.
get a gorilla pimp.
Yeah.
Oh, what kind of? Explain,
Gorilla
please.
pimps are abusive.
I need to make
A
sure.
gorilla pimp is like a pimp that's like that. He's like, yo, you do everything I say. You know what I'm saying? If there's any problems, smack, you doing everything. You know what I'm saying? A finesse pimp more like so a gorilla pimp will like literally force a girl to be a hoe, but a finesse pimp is more like somebody that like just is just really good with women, and so they be doing that shit. And no, most likely a finesse pimp, he gets like women pick him, like you know what I'm saying? Like they already like in the game or they decide to be in the game, and they're like, all right, I want you to be my pimp. So they just finesse, you know what I'm saying? And it's more of like a love like relationship in that case, like because they be acting more like in a relationship, but they still, you know what I'm saying?
Finessing people.
Yeah. A finesse pimp doesn't use like force. Like he lets a woman do whatever she wants, and he's just got so much game. You know what I'm saying? He can get her to do whatever he wants.
Oh, okay. All
Which
right,
is a
all
level of
right.
mental manipulation, which is toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing we don't do all do, but it's okay. That's all we all do with our relationships with everybody else. We use mental manipulation.
It's not always manipulation.
It's not, but it's not necessarily
Sounds
always. It's not
like
always
it.
like sinister. Like it's usually not in good relationships. It's not sinister, but this is what happens.
Mm.
It's just like, hmm. How do we get off the? How did we get off the flop dick? What did we say? Floppy dick
What?
Okay, well,
earlier.
listen, guys.
We were never on. Nobody. All right, first of all, I was never on a flop dick. First of all, no, me and Walt. You know what I'm saying? We was never on that. I don't know what they talking about.
I was just
Trying
I
to
was
emotionally
never.
play?
disconnected.
I wasn't never on that either.
That was
I was
not
just
even
Okay.
on
emotionally
any of the
disconnected.
topic.
I wasn't ready to have sex. I wanted to talk about my feelings.
Hey, what?
What?
Yeah, that's definitely been me. Oh, 100%. There have been times where like a woman, she don't want to walk alone. You know what I'm saying? So she called me up. You know what I'm saying? Whoop de wop de woo woo. But then we get to the situation shit. You know what I'm talking about?
And then you like whoop de
And it's
wahoo
like,
hoo hoo.
and I'm like, I think I feel away. She's like, what you mean? I got this thing in front of you. And I'm like, I know. But what about that thing right here? What about this thing right here?
She's like, as she's stripping, what about it?
What about it? Yeah, it's there. It's ticking right now. Let's get to it.
Yeah. Cool. I got
No,
one of them too. What's up?
I've never been successful at that. So if you're gonna scam me, you gotta make me love you first.
She's
I
like,
never-
I put in 6 months of work with this one.
right. Yo, we finna scam this thing.
I think that's just scary anyway. Like I would be so afraid. I don't want nobody that I'm with to like laugh, just laugh at me or something because I just be
Oh no,
so
it'll hurt your feelings as a
nervous.
man. Like, don't play with me if
I would be
I'm
so
nah,
nervous.
that's not good. Not on
Oh,
some like violent shit, but on some like I'm probably never gonna talk to you again. Like, don't make up with me. It's serious. It's a real serious issue. My mans don't behave like this normally. He just nervous. Hold on, let me get a second. Why don't you go get yourself some juice? I know we usually get juice at the end. Let's go ahead and get juice at the beginning.
let's get
I'm gonna
juice
talk to my man.
now.
Give me about 5 minutes. We're gonna be back in business, okay?
You walking about to get your head in the game.
All right.
Get in the game.
Yeah, sometimes you need a hard reset. Sometimes you're so excited and anxious about, oh shit, it's finna go, that you gotta get back in your cool mode. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna go in there and do my thing. You know what I mean? I'm just
Oh
gonna
no.
handle business. I'm just like, Koala, you ever had that where you needed a hard reset? Where I was like, oh, I just need to chill for 2 seconds and then I'll be ready to manage this.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, grown man bars is something y'all got to deal with.
Yep.
All that fabricated, elaborated, ain't never gonna equal up to this real shit. Shout out to Rex and
Okay,
Damo.
since we're on the topic of relationships and whatnot, have you all
This
ever
is not a
experienced?
relationship podcast, by the
I
way.
knew it. I was
I
like,
knew it was
Not
coming.
relationship
Knew it was
podcast.
coming, but one of my topics was cheating. So have either of you ever either cheated on or been the cheater?
it was
Oh,
cool
and,
being on
and
this
to
podcast.
qualify,
I love y'all.
and to
I'm a,
qualify, emotional cheating included. We not just doing physical. We want the kit and caboodle. So if we're emotionally cheating, you got to bring that up too. Who wants to go first?
I think we've done this already.
No,
didn't
in
do
an
this already?
episode no one's seen.
no, we haven't talked about cheating.
Not cheating.
Okay.
I don't remember that conversation.
Yeah.
All right, I want to go
Real quiet.
first.
Yo, we all real
Wait,
quiet.
but
now.
what is
Yeah.
emotional cheating? Because explain that to me.
So
Because you can
emotional
build a
cheating-
relationship around, like, outside of your relationship.
Yes, but see, that's where boundaries are very important. So, for example, there are certain aspects of, like, as a man, there's certain things that I know in my heart of hearts. If I'm dating a woman, I should probably be bouncing off certain interests, ideals, or feelings within the privacy of my relationship as I'm developing as a man. When
Talking
you
about
start
confiding. He's talking about confiding in somebody.
yes, to a certain extent, but there's women I've confided in outside of my relationship, but it's about the nature of what I'm confiding in. Maybe it's something like professional, like, yo, I'm dealing with that. Well, that's appropriate. That's cool. You can have somebody as a confidant, but emotionally or sexually or those types of things start to build bonds and bridges. So then you start to connect with individuals. A way that sometimes women also do it is the whole he makes me feel good kind of thing. Where it's like, yes, you're present, yes, you're there, but something about that man over there and how you're engaging him, he makes me feel like a woman. You know what I'm saying? Now, you guys haven't had sex or anything, but there's an emotional bridge being allowed to be built in lieu of an already established relationship, which indicatively, outside of being physical, should also likely include emotional.
I don't think I believe in that.
That's fair if you don't believe in it, but that's
I think a woman should have the right to like have some sort of emotional relationship with like whatever type of emotional relationship with somebody else if they want. Like I don't think we signed up to keep our emotion, like, you know what I'm saying, like I only can like.
Do you believe in monogamy?
If it wants to be agreed upon, yeah, for
Do you
sure.
believe
Like,
in
but I think monogamy,
not default monogamy?
but I think monogamy, I think really only to me relates to like a physical thing. But I don't care about a woman's relationships outside of that with other people.
That's
Like,
very unwise, Koala. I'm going to let you know that right now.
I don't think so.
I don't. No, yeah, I was gonna say I don't
Because
care about
if
that
I'm not
either.
giving her something, if there's some part of our relationship that I'm not giving her and that she needs to get somewhere else, I can't be mad
See,
at
but
that.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. There's a difference between accepting that you may not have a skill which your partner finds necessary, and so you need to learn to develop that skill, as opposed to in general writing off, oh, that's just being taken care of over there by whatever that entity is. I'm not concerned because the need is fulfilled. When you're in a partnership, when you're really connected with somebody and stuff like that, there should be an intrinsic desire to not be the center of their world, but at the end of the day, if it just comes down to me and them being somewhat capable of executing in their space and supporting them in the places that they need support. It might not be the first person, I might not be the first person you come to, but I definitely want to be somebody who learns and understands you. So if we end up getting dropped on a deserted island, you still got your mans. It might not be perfect, but I'm
So
here to
you mean
learn
like,
support.
so you, I guess maybe in the sense of like if she's like keeping a secret from me, like if there's stuff going on in her life that she's telling other people that I don't know about, I would
Yeah.
agree with you. So I would agree with it
Yeah.
there. But as long as I know, I don't care if she's sharing stuff with other people. Like
Well, I
I
think
don't.
the inherent part of cheating is the not knowing. It's hard to be cheating
Okay.
and
Well, if we're
partner
talking,
knows.
yeah, if we're talking about her telling other people things and that like and going on in her life and then I don't know about it, okay, I'm with that. Okay, yeah, I probably would be like that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
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 Okay,
All right. So, but that doesn't. So we've identified emotional cheating. Who wants to go first for cheating in general?
I'm
Do we
probably gonna be
do?
the worst, so I don't even want to. I should probably
All
go
right. So we're
last.
gonna end with Koala, Lakeita, Blue, me. What are we doing, guys? What's the
Well, you
lineup?
brought it up. I think you should go, dog.
All right. Blue going first. Lakeita, you're second. Ladies first. I'm third because I'm Roger James Thomas the third, and then Koala will sheer it up.
We
I
gotta
like
hurry
this.
up. I gotta be done by 4. So
All right. Do that shit.
Okay, I was cheated on. And I found out um
As it
that
happened, that nigga called you up while he was beaten. By the way, I'm cheating on you.
no,
Whose
no, I
story it
found out because
is?
like I was trying to do something and our phones, like I was trying to share something via our phones, and a nigga's password was mad simple. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna just go through and share it right quick and get off. But when I initially opened the phone, like it was on a message from the girl, and so I was like, oh, what is this? And I just started scrolling and saw all of the past texts and messages and stuff because it's not something that I do. Like I'm not going through my man's phone on a regular basis. Like I'm trying to
yeah,
share this.
y'all never do. Y'all never do. What y'all they never do, but they still manage to find that shit one day.
It was
I was
open when
just
I
trying to
got
share
to
the
it.
content that I had.
Uh-uh. I ain't
I was
like
trying to
that.
leave him with the information, and when I opened the phone, it was on this girl, and I was just like, "Oh, so this is what's been going. Like this is what is this?" So I did. I never confronted it. I just dipped. I was just like, "Oh, well, okay, that's the end of that. Like you cheated on me,
You didn't
you know?
confront him?
You didn't say
No,
nothing.
fuck no. For what?
That's weird. You to hold somebody accountable. To let
You
them
just
know,
never
hey, you
talked
ain't
to
get
him
away with
again.
no fuck shit, nigga.
Nah, I dipped. That at that like once like finding out that I was cheated on or that you had sex with someone outside of us and didn't even talk about it to me, like nah, I'm
How you
good.
bring
I
that
don't
up?
need to know
Yo,
why.
so I met Shorty and I beat, but we cool though.
No.
How do you bring that
You
up?
never talked to him
I
again?
mean, I mean, because it's also like it's a health thing. Like if you're having sex with someone else and then you're having sex with me on the back, like at the same time, now I'm worried about like my health, my sexual health. Like why? I'm
more
having
reason to
questions and
hold
I don't
that
understand
person
what's going on because
accountable.
I'm not having sex with anybody, but you are.
They just
And so
trying to figure
now
out
you're
why you
thinking,
ain't. They just trying to figure out why you ain't saying nothing. You just did,
Yeah,
and it
like
was like,
all those
damn,
damn,
she
reasons to hold
because
somebody
cool.
accountable.
what? My
So that
nigga, you
way,
don't
like,
need me.
I halfway
You
get
could
it.
still
I
have,
halfway get it. No, I
I
halfway
don't
get
get
you.
it.
I would leave too. I would because I would probably
yeah,
leave too, like
I would
without
leave
saying
too, but
anything.
let
But
them
then I
know.
would have to like talk. Like there would be like a conversation too.
So then
yeah.
Yeah.
I would let somebody know, like, I'm leaving. And then in the middle of, why are you leaving? So I know the fuck shit you've been on. I know what you doing, and I'm not
Yeah.
having it. I just want you to know you ain't get away with nothing.
I
I
don't.
know, and
Okay,
I'm
so
leaving.
maybe my issue. This is my issue. I have, you know, I'm down to listen to what the issue is, and I'm down to try to fix it. But if I was cheated on, I feel like there's no fixing that, and I don't want to make myself vulnerable to whatever lie you're gonna tell me or whatever reason you have, and so I'm just gonna dip because I don't want to be in that relationship.
Oh, so
Like that's not.
you feel like if he had explained himself, it could make you end up staying against what you
Yeah,
actually
and
truly.
I'm like,
Okay,
no,
all
my
right.
initial feeling is to leave, so I'm gonna leave because if I
Yeah,
don't, then I may
you
not
might
leave.
get sucked back
Well,
in.
yeah, but that
Okay,
that
I can see
becomes a
that.
matter of no disrespect, and I don't mean this on any disrespect because for me personally, when I look at those types of things, when somebody cheats in XYZ, it says a lot about them. It says a lot about a lot of different things. For individuals who stay with their partners after they cheat and so forth and so on, there is a road to recovery and a health wise XYZ, but that takes a
Fuck
certain
that.
level of respectfully so, but at the same time that takes a certain level of emotional maturity and XYZ, and also sometimes the emotional maturity is knowing I don't want to recover with you. That's also like, just be, it doesn't mean that you got to stay together XYZ. Just know that there's a healthy
It's
road to recovery with
betrayal.
that transgression. However, at the
Betrayal.
same time, I would argue that it's like you're how do I put it? I don't know, man. I think it's fucking weird. I think it's fucking weird that you wouldn't say anything at all. And while you're concerned about being like reinitiated, I think that almost comes down to conviction. Like, it's like, you know, you're gonna walk out. Take your bags, walk out, and hold all your honor and all your respect in, you know, in your integrity in you,
Go
but
get my
also
phone.
challenge the system or whoever's doing whatever. You know, you need to, you know. I think in my world of balance, I feel like I need both. I would tell somebody, yeah, I know what you've been on, and I ain't no dummy, and I don't fuck with you, and I don't want to make it right. Just know that you didn't get away with shit.
So I don't know. Are you? I don't want to. Are
Have
we?
you cheated, Blue?
Yeah.
Is Blue even here?
Oh, it's froze.
Okay. Well, pick up Lakeita because when she drops off, she'll come back. Oh no, okay.
Oh,
Hey,
you're
Blue.
back. Have you cheated, Blue? Have you?
Yo, this video is going crazy.
Unmute yourself.
Unmute
Have you
yourself.
cheated?
Have you cheated?
Oh, I didn't hear. My
Because you
connection had
thumbed
timed
up right
out.
after saying, have
She's
you
all like,
cheated?
damn, skip it.
I was just
Yo,
like,
that's a shirt. That's a shirt. We gotta put "Have you cheated" and then two thumbs next to it.
okay,
Have you cheated, Blue?
no. Have I cheated? No.
You bet your booty I have. Like,
No, I've never cheated. I've never cheated.
You're muted.
oh,
You're
you're
muted. You're
muted. You're
muted.
muted.
Oh,
she's
God.
like,
I've never
she's,
cheated.
she's like, I never cheated except for that
That's
one time that I was on when I went over there with Tyrone.
Oh my
Okay.
Never
God.
cheated. Oh, I've never
So,
cheated. However, I have had like open situationships, you know, where it's like I'm talking to other
oof,
people, you talking to other people, but that's not cheating because we're not together.
you
So
agreed upon it, yeah.
yeah, we're not a thing. If you don't want to, you know,
Mm.
make me yours, then it's not cheating.
Well, I've been cheated on a plethora of times.
I knew it.
Cheated on my second. What?
No, I
You
knew it
knew
because
it?
you're there's certain types of women that I'm almost convinced, unfortunately, more consistently than others get cheated on. Anybody can be cheated on, but you're such a beautiful spirit and you're such a beautiful. I can imagine a lot of people taking your kindness for weakness, and so that shit would lead to niggas feeling like, oh, I can just do whatever and she gonna stick around. So I can see that
Hey,
happen.
that's
you put this on the
Unfortunately,
clock. You put
crazy.
this
yeah, I
on the
see
clock.
that. It's happened to me
That's
too. Like
exactly
my
what people
kindness for
do.
weakness.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what they do. Friends, everybody. They're like, oh, Lakeita, she thought I was gonna be around. She thought I was gonna be cool. Like, it's whatever. Not y'all, but I'm saying, I mean, I would hope not.
No,
That's
go ahead. I'm
what.
sorry.
That's exactly what happens. But I got cheated on with my second boyfriend. It was like with his ex girlfriend though, so he kind of wasn't really like out of love with her. And then they still were like communicating, and then they met up one time. She came to like our college or whatever, and they had sex. And then he wasn't even gonna tell me, but my friends made him tell me because they was like, "Oh nah, you ain't finna screw over Keita like that." And so when he told me, I felt bad, but I was like, well, I feel like there's something we can work through just because it's not some random girl. It's just your ex or whatever. So I understand the feelings are still there. So it's a matter of, do you want to go work those feelings out, or are you trying to stay with me type thing? And if you are, then we're going to have some rules about you and an old girl. Like, because she was like the type that's like prying. Like she was purposefully trying to like get him or whatever. And then he ended up doing it again, like just kissing her or whatever. But I told him like if anything else happened, like I'm out. And so that situation was deeper. That's a long story. But then I got cheated on with my little boyfriend who was in the gang or whatever. The one who was like doing the, my little rider. I got cheated on him a couple of times. He got cheated on me a couple of times with like a bunch of random brides because obviously at the time too I wasn't like putting out. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that too. But that's still no reason to
That's
cheat.
so
But
toxic.
you know.
So
But
toxic.
they knew that. But they knew that. But I never tricked nobody before they get with me and be like, "Oh, surprise, you're not getting it." Like, nah. Like I was honest. I feel like everybody that got with me was like, "I'm gonna be the one," and I was like, "No, you're
So
not."
he kept
So,
you around because y'all
but I
knew
got
that.
cheated on so many times, like by him, by dumb stuff. Yeah. And then, have I ever cheated? I, I did. Actually, me and my, I ain't gonna say which boyfriend. One of my boyfriends was kind of on the end of like breaking up anyway. So that wasn't an excuse, but it was like a moment where I kind of got myself caught up in just hanging with this one person and just making out. And then I was like, and I felt like if
Not
I,
you, Lakeita.
you gonna stop hating on me one day.
You was something disrespectful.
I'll be like, every time I do something great, cool, I was like, let me rip it down right quick. Like, this is who I am for real. I am a genuine person. So when I felt like I did that, I feel like if I was able to allow myself to do that, that meant that I was mentally out of the relationship anyway. So like literally the next day, it was already kind of going down. I broke up with him. Like I was like, I'm not gonna sit here
Did you
and
tell him?
no, I didn't tell him.
Wow.
I did cheat. I did cheat another time with somebody
Another
else.
what?
Wait a minute.
Koala's just trying to push energy away from the fuck shit he's gonna give us. He's gonna have like a cheating list manifest.
He thinks the way he thinks I portray myself like I'm perfect Patty, but I don't. I just try to like be good as much as I can. Like I don't find the need to have fun being
Yeah, I
not
left the
good.
streets. I don't even sell crack no
I,
more because I found
Yeah,
Jesus.
I'm not
but
doing
but
this.
Jesus is my crack. You know what I'm talking about?
but it was like with the one that kept cheating on me, the guy that I had after that. Um, the dude that kept cheating on me was like my best friend's brother. So basically, like every time I saw her, like I would see him and I'd be like, oh shoot. And so then he kissed me, and then I did tell my boyfriend at the time, I was like, hey, once again, like if I'm allowing myself to get in these situations, that means right now my mental is not where it needs to be. And then he was the one that was like, nah, like don't leave. And I was like, well, I just don't want to do you like it was mainly like for him. It was like, hey, I don't want to bring this, but I only did that one time. That was it. And I never again have got cheated on again, never cheated again. Worked on myself for 5 years, stayed single, worked on myself, and I'm good now. So
So you ready for the meat? For the dedicated meat?
I mean, I had to dedicate me, but it was only a year dedication, so that's over. And here I am single again.
Lord have mercy. You guys can follow Lakeita Valon at
Please don't send me no pictures,
go on, slide
please.
up in them DMs. Don't send pictures of your dick, but just let her know what you can do to change your
But
life.
that's just being honest with y'all, being transparent. Like I ain't no cheater, but I have at least twice, and they were
For
all
sure.
kisses. Never laid it down with nobody. None of
Yeah,
that.
look at Lakeita. She kisses somebody who's like, I've cheated. I'm a
No, I'm
cheater,
being
and it's
for
like,
real because
that's
if I even
beautiful.
allow
That's a level
myself
of
to be
purity.
there,
That's
that means like
adorable.
I'm mentally like left the relationship. Like something has happened to where, because when I'm with somebody, like I'm with them, and like no matter how fine somebody might be, like I don't be caring. Like no amount of temptation could lure me anywhere, and I wouldn't even have myself in a situation like that. So the
Right.
fact that what happened is in my mind, I'm like, what is going on with me? What am I not getting? Like what is going on? And then I just talk to that person. But
Well, for me with cheating, have I been cheated on? Yes, quite a few times. Kind of similar to Lakeita. It's been a matter of people feeling like they can take my kindness for weakness, and I'm a real big like gentleman kind of guy, so I don't do certain things that women may find like hot or attractive in regards to like I've met women who are like I don't want you to ask every time. Like I was raised in an environment where my mother and father let me know like from jump, you don't touch a young lady without her permission verbally, period, end of story. Like I remember my first little girlfriend in fourth grade. I know when my first kiss ever, I asked, hey, do I have permission to give you a kiss? And then I like gave her a kiss, and my fucking week was made. I was the realest nigga on the playground. But but at the same time, like that's how I was raised. So I don't do certain things. I'm not just let me put it like this. It takes a certain level of comfort for me and pre-communication before I'm comfortable with like unverbally initiated sex.
Yeah,
Aside from
yeah.
that, I was always hey, would you like to, what I'm saying, or may I, or do you think that we could find some time to? And if the answer was no, I just kept it moving because sex ain't everything, sex ain't all that, you know what I'm saying? So when getting cheated on, it was oftentimes the excuse was that it was more like a hot and bothered kind of thing, and XYZ. And there was a period of time for a significant portion of my life where I wasn't like putting out sexually. What I'm saying? I wasn't having sex. I was engaging in sexual activities with women, yes, but I wasn't like having full-fledged sex. I was
Yeah.
just kind of uncomfortable with it. I hadn't found my rhythm or my comfort zone about it. And so that was that. That I'll never forget. One time I actually like saw the cheating. Like my girl, she lived like on the
Mm.
third floor in the like what a PV, we call it the phases. And so she lived over like phase 1, phase 2, and I walked up the stairs, was walking across the platform, and her window is on the other side of like this walkway, so you can see directly into her room if the shades are open. Shades are open, and my nigga must have been an Olympian, because that I ain't never seen that stroke before. I was like, so that's what sex is. Like this nigga was off in shorty, and that really, that did something to
Oh,
me. That did something to me psychologically, because I wouldn't say I was in love with that girl, but I definitely cared about her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was why I was even in a relationship to begin with, and so I have been cheated on before. I think that it sometimes can damage your ability to trust. I think it damages your ability to. It can also damage your self worth or your value, because even though you eventually, if you're in a good place, remember who you are, there is that moment where you might do that extra questioning. Like, is there something wrong with me? Like, why? Even when women have cheated, the very first thing I've always done, I've never gone with first what they done. I ask myself, I'm like, have I done something to facilitate this? Have I been absent? Have I not been participatory in their lives? Where am I falling short, maybe, that it would have led to this? And I don't know that that's a
yeah.
healthy or unhealthy thought process, but it's always been the one that I had at the time. So yeah, I've been cheated on plenty of times. It really fucking sucks. But it's life sometimes, I
Yeah.
guess. I don't want to say, it's about how you pick them, because somebody who you think would never cheat would cheat, ends up being
Yeah.
the one who cheats. And then the nigga that you would swear up and down has got 100 hoes is the one who's actually really locked down on who you are and values you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Um,
I'm definitely a firm believer in like what goes on the dark comes to the light type thing, which is like I said, why I wasn't trying to hide nothing. It was kind of like a, hey, this is what happened. If you want to shun me, go ahead. Like do what you do for yourself. You know, but all the stories that I have, eh,
sure.
it's on some shit. But
Now that
yeah,
Now that being said, I have cheated. I have cheated, I guess, technically once. Um, I was dating a young lady when I was like real young, and we were having issues because I was learning how to manage as a young man. You start to learn how to manage your ego. Like I was at a point in my life where I kind of felt like I was just the shit. Like you'd be lucky to be with me. You know what I'm saying? Not in an egotistical suck my dick kind of way, but in a definitely like an overconfidence kind of energy. And me and this young lady, I didn't feel like I was being valued as much as I should be. I was like, I'm different than all these other guys. I'm holding it down for you. I'm doing these things that set me apart. Why do I not feel valued? And it just kept going in that relationship. And what I eventually should have recognized was that I just didn't need to be in that relationship anymore, because I respectfully did feel undervalued based on my commitment level, but then I should have seen enough
yeah,
self-value in myself to walk away from that. Long story
yeah.
short, I took a trip overseas for a while, and I met, ironically enough, the internet's gonna kill me. I met this white chick from the UK. And she was totally dope. And it was less about us as individuals and more about the foreign concept. We very much got into that quick. What's it like in the U.S.? Oh, what's it like in the U.K.? Stories back and forth, so forth and so on. And it ended up leading to us having like a kiss. You know what I'm saying? A little fondle sesh. And I was like, but I was mad out of pocket. And when I got back to the States, I told the woman I was dating that I had done that when I was overseas, and it led into a relationship concluding for a period of time. We eventually tried to get back together and so forth and so on, but that was that time where I like actually physically cheated. The only other time though, it's a longer story, but it's like
I
wasn't
9
cheating.
minutes, by the way.
Yeah, I wasn't cheating, but I got accused of being a cheater to the point where it was like my brain wasn't on right, and so I was allowing things to be perceived. I could see how it would have been perceived as cheating. I wasn't, but it had gotten to that point in that interaction and in that situation. And that's another thing. Like, don't sit around and let somebody who's constantly telling you, oh, I think you're cheating, I think you're cheating. You might need to walk on up out of that situation, because if you're doing what you're supposed to do and holding it down and being faithful, and they can't see that person's dealing with some negative energy. That person needs to grow and heal. Yeah, for sure. So that's kind of where it left for me. That gives us exactly 9 minutes for the fuckery Koala's gonna bring to the table.
Ain't no fuckery. I don't think it was pretty bad. One was situation, but first of all, I only thought it happened one time. But as y'all have been talking, y'all have rekindled my memory to the very first time I cheated was like in 6th grade. Damn. I had a girlfriend at school, and I definitely had a girlfriend at church. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, work husband, built ass nigga.
So that, I feel like that was my first experience with like actually that. I don't know if that counts.
So
and then
they know about each other? The girl at school didn't know about the girl in church.
Nah, yeah, because they didn't go to the same school. Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, I almost got cheated on like when I was like 20, 21, but I feel like I caught her acting like different early enough that I started questioning her, and then I broke it off. And then like right after that, she was like already like with somebody else, like immediately, like, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of feel like that was like it was getting ready to happen, if not, because she didn't want to like admit that. Like when I started like changing how we behave around me, like I mentioned it, and she kept on like trying to deny it or whatever. And I was like, nah, something's happening, something's weird's going on.
Yeah.
Then the only other time I cheated was to break up with a girl. I cheated on a girl to break up with her. Like, so I like let her like catch me cheating on her.
Wow.
But to my defense, not that I have one really. I tried to break up with her, and we would break up. Like I'd be like, we done, but she would still like call me or whatever, and I would still talk to her, and then like we would still like fool around. I don't know. Like that was the problem. Yeah. That's what happened. And then I was like, man, the only way this is gonna end is if I just let her see me with somebody. Like in my mind, I felt like that was like.
So you wanted to be like unforgivable. You needed it to be.
Yeah.
I need her to never want to be with me again.
Yeah.
Yeah, because as long as you keep entertaining her and like y'all doing what y'all do, she like, well, he ain't talking about it, so like, what's the problem? And then you like, nah, let me just go on slide this meat right quick. Somebody else.
Yo, why was that so passive? Let me slide this meat real quick.
So I said, you don't understand till all right.
And then more recently, I caught myself playing with some girls' hearts. And then I like, that's when I kind of like started easing up. So I was like, oh shit, like I realized what I was doing. And I was like, oh man, nah, I'm not trying to be this guy. So I kind of had to ease up. It was coming from a broken place. From my last relationship, it fucked me up. Like sometimes a relationship will fuck you up. Like I think guys will sometimes like do this thing where they just like go into player mode, I guess. I don't know how to say it, but that's kind of like what I did. I like got out of a fucked up relationship and went like into player mode to try to like numb that pain or whatever. And so I was like playing. Yeah, and that wasn't good either.
It's so crazy because I feel like girls are like so the opposite. Like once we break up, we're like, all right, man, let me get over this. Let me cry it out. All right, now it's time to slay. Let me work on my hair, my body, And then later on, the nigga, like, after that, then the nigga it's like y'all do it in reverse.
I went straight to some random. I said, man, fuck this. Got it out.
Let me pull
Shit,
out the black book.
them girls wasn't complaining though, because I was getting out a lot of frustration. You know what I'm saying? And you know that some girls were happy to oblige.
Yeah, girls are so different. Like, well, I got
Yo,
out my relationship. I
frustration
was
dick.
like,
Get that
different type of
frustration
dick.
dick on them. Woo.
You gotta let it out.
Yeah, that's up there. That might be top 3. That might be top 3. Because I didn't remember some situations where I was frustrated. I was like, let me focus something real quick. Like, but I was with my partner. Yo, you doing something different back there.
You ain't never did this.
Like you like a little more stiff, like when you hitting it, it's like everything, it's just like a little bit more like I don't know how to like explain it, but it's not quite like as not as fluid and like, you know what I'm saying, like that. It's more like, like I don't know.
I mean, because for me personally, I think that there's situations where women have been like take over, take control, and that's the only time where I'd be like, lay your little ass down. You know what time it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
look at your stuffed animals. Look at your stuffed animals.
Look at your stuffed animals. Look at
Teddy.
your goddamn first.
Look at Teddy.
Check your beanie baby. Check your goddamn beanie baby right now.
Is your dog in here?
Fucking ridiculous. No.
That's amazing. Cool.
Well, I think we've all grown though. You know what I'm saying? We've either from the experiences we've had or what we've done, we've grown, and it's not a justification. It's not a justification. You can grow without having to go through these experiences, but better a lesson learned than nothing at all.
Yeah, and if y'all knew the stories behind what I was saying, y'all would be like, "What?" Yeah. That's for another time.
I wish I could go back to how I was like in my like mid-20s. I feel like that was like the healthiest I've ever been at like trying to like be in relationships. Like, cause I like still had all the faith in the world and love. Like I wasn't like jaded by nothing. Like I was still like a romantic kind of, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was, but now nah.
He's still in there somewhere. You just gotta.
Nigga gone. That nigga gone.
Nah, you just. You be letting that nigga slip out sometimes, and you be like, hey.
Hell no.
Like, I feel like you be like, hey, nigga, what you doing?
What's the proverb about the wolves that live inside you? There's sometimes
they walk alone. They never walk alone. They never walk alone. Oh,
shut up. No, there's 2 wolves inside of you, right? There's the wolf that feeds all of your negative energy, and there's the wolf that feeds all of your positive energy. The one that commands your life is the one that you feed.
Bye, y'all.
Oh, you gotta go.
My bad.
Okay.
I didn't fuck that up, but I gotta go.
All right, we love y'all, everybody.
Love y'all. Peace.
Nah, you got it.